Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Excuse me. Excuse me for all of... Oh, there. Okay, we just had to clear the air, rampant magic running about. No, seriously. Hi, guys. Welcome to the second episode of the Department of Mysteries. I'm so glad to see you. If this is your first time joining us, let me tell you a little bit about what you're in for. Department of Mysteries is a Savage World show set in a mashup universe of Harry Potter and the Savage World setting Rippers, which is an awesome setting you should definitely check out. It takes place in 1895 England. We are using the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition rule set, and I've added some of my own mechanics to make it a bit more Harry Potter-y, which includes a few custom edges as well. And also we are using the no PowerPoint rule for those of you who do know Savage Worlds and the way the power system works. That's the info that you have, but basically it allows all of our witches and wizards to cast almost any spell from the core rule book. We are essentially still playtesting the way this works, so you get to discover it along with us, which is so much fun. Yay! I'm so glad that you guys are here. Let me tell you who I am. I am Meghan Caves, and I will be your game master for this afternoon. I wanted to say evening, but then I realized it was not evening. Let's say hi to our cast members. Hi, cast. How are you today?
Hello.
Uh-oh, we've lost Raven.
She's there. She's under a smoke.
She's in a cloud.
She's in a cloud.
Sorry.
And she appears.
Wrong magic. I apologize.
That's okay. It happens. We totally understand. So let's take a moment real quick just to go around, say who you are, tell them who your character is, and maybe a brief description of whatever you think is important of your character to say today, just something brief. And then tell me what your character is thinking about what's happening right now. What do they think about all this? Does anybody want to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'm Bria Iyengar playing Professor Zelda Zabini. She's both old and old at heart. And yeah, also an animagus, potions master, not well liked and honestly deserves it.
And what does Zelda think about what's going on right now, the information that Zelda has? How do you feel about that?
She is reserving judgment on the situation because she's spending it judging her group.
I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Thank you, Abrea. Thank you for introducing yourself. Who would like to go next?
I can go next. Hi, I'm Michelle Lynn Bradley, and I'll be playing Fortuna. You roll that R if you can, bud. Fortuna is a person who likes to stay away from people. I live in the woods most of the time. Also, you might recognize my last name. My family is very well established in London. I don't really get along with them so much, so I try to stay away. But right now on this adventure, I'm pretty sure that, we're gonna, crack this mystery. I don't know how many mysteries we have to accomplish as Department of Mysteries to finish and be Department of something else, but I think we're getting there. I think we have just maybe broken and entered somewhere.
I mean, yeah, it seems that way.
Yes, we're kind of breaking some laws here, but what the rules is not to break them, right? I'm okay with it.
Quite true, quite true. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Who would like to go next? Adam, Diana?
I shall go.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Diana Restrepo. I'm playing Raven Hemlock. Right now, she has been knocked out by a memory, and she doesn't know if she's living it or she's really stuck in a delusional memory. So I feel like she's kind of like this oh crap moment, because obviously we just broke into something and maybe someone knocked her out, so she's not sure. Anyway, I'm the darker one of the four of us, and Mrs. Zambini hates me.
Oh.
But anyway, I think Raven's misunderstood, to be honest with you. But we'll see.
Makes sense. This makes sense. Awesome. Thank you. And Adam, would you like to introduce yourself?
Of course. Hello, my name is Adam Conn, and I'm
Oh God.
Going to be playing the part of Kanan Featherby. Ah ha 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 ha.
You got me.
I'm sitting right next to you. No, so Kanan actually works for the department of mysteries himself. He's been there about a year, working in the time department. He's very into time, trying to figure going forwards and backwards, able to manipulate it just slightly. And as I said before as well, he's a bit of a puppy dog. He's very sweet, and he's got a good sense of smell as well. And as of right now, I would say that Kanan, watching Raven just fall after we technically did break and enter into an establishment, he's a little bit freaked out about what's happening. Just trying to wants to be on his guard, ready. As anything comes shooting out, you may have to let the puppy out.
Puppy. Yep. Just a sweet puppy. Okay, thank you so much, Adam. Awesome. So this is our lovely, oh yes, thank you. Here it is. Here's to make you feel like you're more in Harry Potter land. Yeah. Sorry, my brain stopped. So we are doing something new with our donations today. So I want to take a moment to share this with you. All the donations are the same. There's still a reroll, which allows any of our players to reroll one die roll. They can only use one reroll per roll. You could also give them a Benny. A Benny is a function within Savage Worlds. They already start with a few bennies, and you can give them extra, which is a part of the game as well. But it allows them to do a whole lot of different things. They can soak wounds. They can use it to re-roll anything but a crit fail. They can use it to switch their initiative card. They can use it now, a new thing that I've added, to give them a +2 to any spell casting roll if they want to spend a penny. They can use it to unshake. They can use it, I have a list, for a few other things as well. So it's very, very beneficial. Another thing that still happens is they can get an adventure card, just like this one. This is Savage Worlds Adventure Deck, which allows you to do fancy pants things. We also still have our Rampant Magic, which is a roll on the table, Fables random magical effects table, and we see what happens then. And I've added a new thing. It is called an interlude. These are in the Savage Worlds book. There's a function for them, and it's essentially a little view into one of our characters' pasts or into some of their thoughts on certain things. So that can potentially be unlocked. The BBBBs are still the same. Now, the way that this all works, we've moved away from buying individual things. Instead, you just donate, and when we hit $50, one of these random things gets unlocked. It's going to be rolled in chat. It's on a D20, so we will see what it is, and that is true of every additional $50. Now, of course, if you want to spend $50 to buy one, you certainly can, but you can also just donate whatever you have, and that will go towards the overall goal. So that way, it should be pretty fun because there's lots of things that can be unlocked. So we'll see how that goes. Enjoy that. Should be fun. Yeah, I think it's time to jump in. And before we do, let me just give you a content warning. This show is rated R or TVMA for horror, violence, gore, and intense content. We try to keep it classy, but just so you know that is what we will be dealing with today. So what do you guys think? Time to maybe recap the episode from last time?
Yes, please.
Yes, sometime.
So we all know what happened. Last time in the Department of Mysteries, we met the 4 most important wizards in the world when a prophecy fell, naming them as the only ones who could stop a growing evil. The head of the department, Mina Harker, called in our hapless group of new unspeakables, and before they could even get some basic training, a break-in forced them to act. A professor who had just delivered a shipment of Egyptian artifacts was kidnapped under mysterious circumstances. Mina put our 4 quickly to work tracking down our missing Professor Harmsworth, finding themselves breaking into an opium den. But before they could enter, Raven was rocked by a vision. And that is where we left off last time. So let's pick up right there. So the vision that you had or are still currently in, Raven, is, actually, right before we do this, I want to make sure you guys know that you do start with bennies, and I also start with bennies. So this is just part of the game. Everybody gets 3 except for Adam, who does have a hindrance of bad luck, which means he starts with 2. I start with 1 for each of you. So I have 4, and I have an additional 2 from last time.
No, that doesn't sound right. That feels like too many for you.
I mean, I do. Oh, and that is one thing. Let me do that too before we jump in. 3 of you, everyone except for Adam, still has an adventure card. So you can use them. Normally these probably won't roll over, but because we're still figuring out how all this works, we're letting it roll over this time. So I believe, Michelle, yours was Spirit Told Me. The Spirits Told Me, which your character may use your arcane skill in place of any smarts-based skill rolls for the next scene. So if you wanted to do that, also, I think I said you could do it for any untrained skill if you wanted, so that you wouldn't have the -2. Diana, you have Last Stand, which your hero and all allies within 10 yards gain +2 parry and toughness until a joker is dealt, which is really powerful. And then Turncoat, I believe, is for you, Abria,
Yes.
which your hero somehow convinces or bribes a foe to perform a small favor, such as helping the hero escape, revealing the location of the boss, etc. Don't forget, you have those. All right. Now, the last we left you all, Zelda, you were in your animagus form, and you were purveying, is that a word? You were looking down at everything. You were keeping watch. And you were about to go into this back door of this gambling den when all of a sudden you all saw Raven just, her eyes rolled back, and then she just, it looked like she just passed out. Luckily, you all were kind of able to catch her so that she didn't fall too hard. And she was only out for maybe a few seconds, and then she starts to come to. So Raven, you were just in a forest, and you seemingly were following a snake that fell off of a cliff. And now everything's a bit blurry, but it feels like you're coming back, and you see the faces of Kanan and Fortuna and a really big raven staring down at you.
First off, Professor Zambini, that's creepy. And second, did anyone see that snake?
No snakes in the basement here, I don't think. Not yet.
No, just open the door.
She just caused.
I believe that's probably a no from the professor.
All right. There was I must have been in a memory. There must have been okay, a snake fell off of a cliff.
Sometimes snakes do that.
They do. They love jumping off cliffs. This strikes you as specifically strange, Raven. Do me a favor and make a, let's see what roll would be good for this. Make a common knowledge roll at a +2.
Okay.
Just in the sense that you're trying to see if you can figure out maybe what this is from or who this is from.
6.
A 6. Okay, so that's a success. You specifically are pretty sure you've never seen this before.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know why this memory has come to me. I've never seen it before, and unless someone is messing with my memories in here, we must be careful. I don't understand the meaning of a serpent falling off of a cliff. I'm sorry, I have nothing else to give.
Are you going back in memories before? Has that ever occurred to you, where it just hits you like that and you fall over?
Megan, would I know that?
Yeah, you would. And no, this has never really happened to you before in that way.
No. Usually I take them from others and I look into their memories. And anyway, no, this has never happened before.
Is it possible you are becoming aware of prophecy powers? Maybe you can make prophecies now too, and one day a snake will fall off a cliff and you'll be like, I saw that already.
I don't know unless I'm still high on that yellow flower. I don't know. Well, let's just keep it in the back of our mind, shall
Zelda
we?
caws as if laughing at you.
Zelda, you gonna stay bird this whole time, or how big is the bird? Like, is it more? Is it regular raven size?
2 to 4 feet, unless you have a specific idea in mind. Ravens are bigger than crows.
No, ravens are freaking huge.
They are.
Yeah.
They're weird.
Like dog
Like-
size?
Like small dog sized, but yes. They're like
Like a corgi body.
bigger than this frame.
Yeah.
I just didn't know if she was like an extra huge.
Mhm.
XXL.
She's normal raven sized, which is honestly very big.
So Kanan really quick would pull out a tiny little quill and a notebook, and he would write down the date and the time of this happening to Raven, because then with Fortuna saying, oh, well, maybe you'll get like these types of powers, he's going to try to track the timing of all of this and see how long it would actually take if she does get powers, because he's curious.
Okay, I like that. So you're keeping track. Real quick, we already have 3 unlocks, and we're going to call these Mina's magical moment modifiers. So we have 3 Mina's magical moment modifiers. One is a reroll to Kanan. Thank you all very much. And one is a reroll to Michelle.
Yeah.
And we have a Benny for Abria. And Abria, you have another Bit Boss unlocked for you.
Thank you.
So a whole nother one. Thank you all very much. I believe the Bit Boss was Sarah BC1. Thank you, Sarah BC1.
Thank
And
you,
I will say
Sarah.
real
Thank
quick
you, Sarah.
that we do have some follows, or a follow from Surf Loving Goth. Oh my God, I said that right. I really thought I wasn't going to. Amazing. We also didn't check in with chat because my brain doesn't work this way yet. So let's do that real quick before we go any further. Hi, chat. How are you all? I hope you are well. Oh,
So Zippy Karma earlier was saying, okay, I'm going to be lurking because I have a test in history.
Oh my.
well, I will tell you, this is a very historical story. So you'll learn all the history here. Oh, Robbie 97777 is wondering, Raven, if you might have parcel tongue.
Oh.
Ooh.
Don't know yet. Guess we'll find out together.
Oh,
But I'm sure I do. I am Slytherin.
that's true. All Slytherins can speak parcel tongue.
Okay, then there you go. That's your answer.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, I thought so, but I wasn't quite sure. I was like, maybe you have to like earn it.
You have to be a descendant of Slytherin himself.
Perfect. So then, yes.
Ooh.
He's a descendant.
Crags on a forest. Sorry. Oh gosh, I'm gonna mute that because that's our.
Come in. That sounds like somebody's like,
Seriously.
let me in.
No, sorry everyone. Just so you know, they are doing construction for earthquake proofing here at our apartment. So I apologize for any of that weird stuff. But I'll say real quick. Crags on the horse says it's the fancy show again.
The fancy show again. I like it.
I
We'll be
don't
the
believe you. I think you've just got like a heart under your floorboards. That's what I'm gonna believe. It's spooky season. Let's do a cool thing.
Does Zelda believe that, or does Abria believe that?
Yes.
Both, probably. Oh, it looks like we also have a follow from Shade Morquenda. Thank you very much for that. And a gifted sub to Robbie9777. I didn't see who gifted it. The Real POTUS maybe? Oh, the Real POTUS 98 did. I see that. Thank you all. All right, let's jump back in. So, oops, I didn't mean to close that. So Raven, you've just woken up. You all have discussed this a bit. And now that you are kind of coming back to the area, you see that you are still in this back alley. It is nice and rainy today. And you have successfully unlocked this back alley door. What would you all like to do next?
Well,
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, well, if Raven, if you are feeling okay, we can continue this little breaking, entering adventure. But are you sure you're not going to pass out again?
I'm all right. Just keep watch of me, please. That's all I can say.
Okay, we can do that, I think. Well, let's go in, I guess. But, quietly, because I definitely told that guy over there that we were gonna come back later, and now we're here now, so I already lied once today.
Okay, so if you guys are ready to go in, everyone who is going in, make me a stealth roll.
I'm trying to figure out if Zelda would go in or like keep watch.
could always keep watch for just a little bit. And
Yeah.
Then go in.
She's gonna do that, and then if I hear anything like, I mean, if I hear any of these little children mess up, she'll come in and bail them out.
Okay, sounds good.
And she just like floofs up.
She's
So
all
I can't
sleepy.
reroll on a double crit fail, can I?
If you guys
Oh.
Okay, well, bye guys. Been real cool.
Oh man, this is great.
No.
Okay, so you all walk in, and what was everyone else's roll? Who did roll?
I got a 10 with an
10
explosion.
and a 3. Okay, well, Kanan goes in first, and Kanan is like, you guys barely even realize that Kanan went through the door. He was so quiet. And then Raven comes in, and she kind of bumps the door, and it just kind of creaks a little bit. And then Fortuna comes in, and she just like full on kind of like shoulder checks the door, and there's just a big thud. And you all kind of go, but you don't see anything yet, so maybe you're good.
Oh, must be a lucky day. Sorry, just sometimes I don't know how big like my shoulders are, cause like my delts are huge. So when I go through the door, sometimes I hit door. Sorry about that.
Zelda's kind of just perched on that outside lintel, and you just see like an upside down bird head peek in and give you all a look, like,
I don't see you helping, Zelda. I don't know. I mean, bird, not Zelda.
just a low, annoyed caw. And the head just disappears from the doorframe.
On that bump, could I do a notice roll and see if just to really make sure that we're okay in here?
Yeah.
Okay, no explosion, but that's gonna be a 5.
A 5. So you go in and look around, and what you see is it kind of looks like you're at the bottom of a staircase that goes up one direction, and then there's kind of just this hallway, and you see this wall that is kind of covered with these intricate dragons and just kind of this different art, some flowers and things. It's really pretty, but beyond that, you don't hear anything, and you haven't seen any changes anywhere, so you're pretty sure that you're okay.
I whisper back. I don't notice really anything, but with all that ruckus that we made, either we first sign of danger, we probably have to get out. We won't try to peek any farther, but I don't know if we should go any farther from all that.
If anybody,
Sorry.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Is there a spell that we could cast to kind of conceal ourselves in the darkness a bit? Sorry.
To conceal yourselves? Well, there are actually a couple of spells that could potentially do that. One of them
15.
Yeah. Yep. So that one's going to specifically conceal magic. It's not necessarily going to conceal you. If you
Oh.
wanted to do it where it concealed you and you wanted to do multiple, I'd say that you could add a modifier for that, but it would be a fair amount harder. There's also, trying to remember what you guys have access to. There is intangibility if you want to become incorporeal, and there's illusion. You could do that as well. You also have teleport, which is apparating, but that's apparating. You're gonna pop up somewhere else, so it's a little different. Do any of those fall into the category you're interested in?
Let's do. Let me try my luck and try to conceal all of us.
Okay, so you want to do that. Essentially, it's sort of like you're blending everybody. We
With
could say
darkness, yeah.
Sure, yeah, I like that. Almost like there's darkness hanging
Yeah,
over
like
you.
shadows.
So actually,
Yeah.
there is a darkness spell, which I would say, let's see, because that one might be, where is it? Light and darkness. It's number 29. Let's do that one. And I will say that you can create, well, it's already an area of effect. So if you add an additional one, so it'd be 2, you'd still be at a -1 to cast that if you want to do that. That'd be
Let's
a little
try
easier
it.
than some of the other ones. Okay.
Nope. 3.
A 3? Well, you
Yeah.
can always re-roll it. You do have a Benny. Or a few. If
Okay, let me re-roll it.
Okay.
No, it's a 3 again.
No? Now with bennies, you can continue to re-roll if you want, but of course you will begin to run out of bennies, and then if you don't get any more, you don't have any more. So
I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to say, I'm sorry, I'm just not able to do it right now. Let's just be very quiet.
So you all see Raven pull out her wand and try to cast a few times, but you can tell that she's still a bit shaken up from that vision that knocked her out earlier, and it just feels like it's a little bit harder to focus. Would anyone like to take a closer look at this hallway?
Yeah, I'd probably want to glance down there just a little bit more.
Make a notice roll for anyone who wants to look around more, because the strange thing about it is it's a hallway that just seems like there's this door, but there's more of a hallway that seems to go nowhere.
That's going to be a 7.
5 and a 7.
11. 11.
Oh, 11.
I exploded.
Ooh,
Nice.
Not me, but this.
So Kanan and Fortuna, you all are looking around, and you do notice that it just, generally speaking, there aren't a lot of hallways that don't lead to anywhere, in your experience. At least not here, maybe at Hogwarts, but not here. It's entirely possible, but beyond that, it just looks like a really nice, decorated hallway that's a little dark and dingy. But Raven, you see all of this as well, and you start looking closer at the panels. There's these panels all on the wall with all the art, the dragons and flowers and clouds. It's sort of like they're flying around. And you notice that these panels are a bit raised. So as you go around and kind of touch them, you actually find a panel that looks like it could move. Like maybe you could push it. Do you want to push it?
Yes.
Okay, so Raven goes over and pushes on this panel that, as you do, it very clearly seems to be a button of some kind. And down at the end of the hallway, the wall just kind of pops open a little bit. And it looks like you can see some light. And as it opens, there's just this kind of sickly, sweet, smoky smell coming out of that door.
Shall we go in?
I mean, I guess we're here to find the opium then, so this probably is it, I assume.
Yeah. As long as we're just being quiet about it.
Okay, well, stop hitting the door there, buddy, and then,
I apologize. That's my cane on the ground every time I walk.
Oh, sorry. Did not
loud.
mean to make fun of your walking cane thing, but you know, let's go in quietly. Be careful. But you know, if everyone in there is doing opium, maybe they don't care if we come or not. You know, that's what I hear about it anyway.
Anything's possible. All right. So Zelda, you can kind of you're keeping a close ear and everything that they're saying, even though they're being fairly quiet. But you can tell the scent difference. It's just like it kind of wafted out the door. But on the outside, you haven't seen anything overtly unusual.
Okay.
So you all would like to go through the door, unless you're not trying to be stealthy. If you are trying to be stealthy, then make more stealth rolls, please.
Yes to stealth. Four.
4, 5.
You use a reroll.
Okay.
I rolled a 9 in stealth. Can I sneak up on the group? Just waddle up.
You can. You all can oppose that with my brains. You all can oppose it with smarts if you want. Make a smarts roll to see if you notice.
Just a little raven walking down the hallway.
You got the 5 again.
5, okay.
Sorry, Megan. Oh, you said it again? You said to roll again?
Make a smarts roll if you want the
smarts.
opportunity to notice.
This little bird, this giant bird, really.
Okay.
Just a big old bird waddling down.
Yeah, I aced both of my dice here. So I aced my 10 and my 6. So which do I just roll my 10 again?
Roll both of them.
Oh, really? So 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. Holy.
Okay, 23. Someone is aware. Kanan, were you rolling as well to see if you noticed?
Not for her because I'm gonna burn a Benny because I rolled bad for this stealth.
Yeah.
There's an explosion. That's better.
There you go.
There's another explosion.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a 17 for stealth.
Amazing.
Wow, you are very stealthy. Very good. Okay. So, turn that off. So, you all are able to start sneaking successfully. What was your roll, Abria, on sneaking up on them?
Oh, it was just 11. A 9.
Oh, a 9.
Yeah.
You come around the corner, and it doesn't seem like Fortuna or Kanan are aware of you at all, but Raven stops, turns around, and just looks at you. You weren't able to sneak up on her. She's very aware of where you are.
Yeah, that's fair. She just kind of ruffles her feathers.
I just kind of glare at her and be like, "Are you finally following?"
She wants to give a look, as if to say, I will peck you.
And then I just quite quickly just turn my head and walk off.
You know that she's not above it in bird form. Like,
I think as you get closer to Fortuna and Kanan, you guys probably all of a sudden notice her, and they kind of go, "Oh!" You almost so loud that their stealth rolls were ruined, but not quite. All right, so as you all get closer, it sounds like Kanan kind of took the lead again as well with his very quiet movement. And you can go kind of over to this door and you can push it open if you would like. You can push it open very quietly. So as you do, what you see in here is this, it smells, that scent is a lot stronger, that sickly, sweet, smoky smell. It's very cloying and dark, but you can hear the occasional cough, the occasional murmur. And what you see is a room that's filled with booths and rugs and seats, and it's all kind of secluded in different ways. You can't see anybody directly right now, but you can hear the occasional person moving about, adjusting, things like that.
I would whisper back to him that between the smells and hearing some coughing, I do believe we probably found their little smoke chamber.
You all want to go in?
Yeah.
Yes? All right, before we do have 2 more bit bosses, and since everybody has the exact same amount, I'm going to roll. So we will do a d4 roll real quick. We'll do Adam, you're 1, Abria 2, Diana 3, and Michelle, you are 4. It's a 1. Adam, you get an extra, and 1 more roll. Okay, that's another 1. I'm not going to give you 2. Let's see if we can get somebody else. 2, Abria. So Abria and Adam.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
You guys are the best.
Thank you, guys.
So,
sorry.
Oh, yes, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Zelda, like realizing that it's probably the like active opium den full of very like high people in the other room, like kind of quirks her head, like, should I change? And you see her shrug her like feathery shoulders, and she's just gonna keep walking as a bird.
I love it. Okay, so the 3 of you and a bird walk into an opium den. I feel like I'm setting up a joke. As you guys come in a little bit more, you can kind of inch your way in. You can see that there are a few kind of those windows that are a bit almost by the ceiling because you are kind of in a basement. It looks like you're just slightly underground. You don't see anything that specifically stands out to you, but everybody make me a notice roll.
5.
7, 5.
And exploding dice, so 10.
Ooh, 10.
My 6 exploded. 7.
7. Okay. So 7, 10, 5. Everyone except for Fortuna, you all, everything seems pretty normal. You're continuing to hear a cough, but Fortuna, you hear a bit of movement kind of off in the back corner of this room. And it sounds like some people kind of like whispering quickly. And then you hear kind of like somebody pushing something along the ground or dragging something. And they just seem to be talking. And right as you notice them, you see this woman, this older Chinese woman, and she pulls back a drape and she sees you and she goes, who are you? Why are you? Hey, Freddie, who are these people? And then you see another man turn the corner, and it is the guy that you saw at the Department of Mysteries. And of course, let me find his name. I believe his name was Freddie Merchant. You see him turn the corner, and as he does, he goes, "That's them! Get him out of here fast!" And he goes back behind the curtain. And you hear that sound again, and as they're kind of trying to move stuff about, you can see that the curtain kind of falls, and there's Professor Harmsworth. They've shoved him in a crate and are now pushing him out of the window. And as that happens, a bunch of guys turn the corner, and it looks like they're prepared to fight you. So we're gonna move into a combat. And we're also gonna hop over to Roll20 so that you guys can kind of see what we're doing. All right. Did I switch? I did. Okay. So you guys, now that you're standing here kind of at this doorway, and you can arrange yourselves, hopefully you have control over yourselves, let me know if you don't. And that corner kind of over where this character is, oh, sorry, I haven't moved you guys. Now you can see it. Yes. Where this character is, this is the woman who looked around, and they have now pushed that crate out the window, and they're actually out here in the alley, which you all can't see. So you look around, there are a bunch of guys in here, and they are ready. Now, Fortuna, you saw them first, so what I'm going to do is give you the drop. That means you can go first, and that also means that on your first action, you will add a +4 and a +4 to any damage you might do.
Okay. So the door to get out to the alleyway is behind the woman, the Chinese woman, or where?
It's a window that they actually were shoving people out of. Yes.
Cool. I want to.
On the spot. You can also. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. Can I make it over there, or how much space? Like, how much are one of these little squares?
So your pace is 6, which means you can move 6 squares. If you wanted to run, you could make, that would be your action, and you could essentially roll a run die to see if you could get a bit further.
I want to maybe move forward a little bit, but I want to use my crossbow.
Okay.
So I don't know what the range on the crossbow is, though.
The range on the you should not have any. Let me pull that up. There should not be a problem in this room at all for you, I would assume. Your range on the crossbow is 15, 30, 60, so 15 is the short range. If you were to fire at a higher range, you just take a negative. So, yeah, you should be able to hit anybody in here that you wanted to hit. You will have to load that crossbow. So if you wanted to load this turn, you could. It would just make your shooting at a -2. You're already at a +4, so you'd technically still be at a +2.
Yes, I will do that thing.
Okay, great. Who would you like to fire at? There are 2 guys behind this bar here. There are 3 guys behind, 4 little guys behind this table, and 3 guys who, Raven, in fact, make me a notice roll.
Sorry. My hands. 4.
4. You see this one lady who's over here behind the table near the window where they're shoving out the professor, and you recognize her. You're pretty sure she's a part of the night guard. Who is the night guard? Stay tuned to find out. So, who would you like to shoot, Fortuna?
Actually, I was gonna say whoever's closest to the window, which I think is that night guard.
Yeah.
So
Great.
let's do that. What do I roll for this? I can't remember.
All right, you're gonna roll shooting for it. You should.
Oh, right.
Hopefully.
Yes, I have shooting. That would be great to.
Shooting. And you're at a +2.
Okay, so that's 5 + 2. That's 7.
7. Okay, so this is a good opportunity. Whenever you are shooting in range, all you have to hit is a 4. You don't have to hit their parry whenever you are not right next to them. So you successfully hit. Good job. Now you can roll your damage. So your damage for that is 2d6.
Okay. That will be a 6.
And then +2, that's 8 damage. So that, let me see what this person's toughness is, because you got to get past their toughness. Okay. So it is 6. So you do get past it. You will shake them.
Yes.
So that means, yes, very good job. I will add a little marker here.
Hey, just so you know, I'm not trying to kill you. I'm trying to stop you from taking Professor out the window. If you please stop being bad, I can stop shooting you.
They just glare at you very intently.
Okay.
All right, that was your turn. So now I'm going to deal the rest of you guys in. This will be our first round of combat. So I will start with Adam. You got a King of Hearts, Adam. King of Hearts. Abria, you get a 5 of diamonds.
Can I get another one? I need this advantage.
Queen. I guess
Okay,
you want
so I'll
that
keep
5.
the 5.
All right, and then Diana, you get an ace of diamonds. That's very good. And Fortuna, oh my God, you got a joker. You are getting all of the luck this go. Okay.
Yeah.
So what a joker means is that every single one of you get a Benny. So you now have an additional Benny.
Oh, cool.
It also means, Fortuna, you can go at any time you want, and you have a +2 to all of your actions and damage.
Look at that luck, girl. Look at that luck, girl.
Good job.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. So, and then also I'm going to draw for the Night Guard. They've got a Queen of Diamonds, and our other guys here have an 8 of Clubs. Would anyone like to spend a Benny to get a different card?
Nope.
No, good. All right, then, Fortuna, would you like to go first?
Yes.
You don't have to. Yes.
I'm gonna. I want to
Okay.
see. Can I do these two things? I want to move basically against, like, straight across the wall here. I'll move my little dude so you can see.
Okay.
Can I do, or like maybe here-ish, because I only have 6 as for my pace. I can't really see the lines, to be honest. That's kind of hard for me to count, like where I
It
am.
is a little hard. I think right about here is where
Okay,
you could go.
let
So
me-
right about
Let me slide these backsies.
kind of middle of the wall, I'll say, for you podcast listeners.
And can I cast elemental manipulation to move basically to break the wall into the alleyway?
So which element are you wanting? Are you wanting to manipulate like the stone
earth.
wall or the
Yeah, yeah.
earth? Let me see, because that is pretty powerful to use that for. So I think that you could do that. Manipulation. I'd say let's add like, if you added an additional -1 to make it more powerful, I'll say you can try to use maybe air or the earth to be able to kind of try to move it out of that space or explode it out.
Yeah, let's do that, because I got my +2 anyway, so sort of.
You do, so you're just at, you have no negatives there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. So first I have to roll spellcasting, right? To hit.
Yes, you roll spellcasting indeed.
I'm very bad at this. So Fortuna's spellcasting is a D4, just so y'all are aware.
More chances to ace.
Yes. Okay, that was a 2. What is this? Should I just
Neat.
reroll? Should I reroll this, or what is it?
You certainly can. You can use a reroll to reroll it, or you can use a Benny.
I'll use a reroll because I think I have 1 or 2 now. So okay.
All right.
That is a 3. So that's slightly better.
A 3, slightly
Yeah.
better, but still not enough. Would you like to reroll with a Benny?
Can I use my my BBBBB thing to make the 3 into a, or is that not for this?
So the BBBB technically lets you make a roll that you've already succeeded
I see.
a raise, but technically I'll say for this time, until I have more opportunity to think about it and make sure it's fair, I'll say that you can use it for an auto success.
Yay, auto
not a
success,
raise.
thank you, chat.
It's an auto
Auto
success,
raise.
yes. You are welcome. So that means that you're essentially using kind of like a bombarda spell, we'll say, and you're able, was there a particular area of the wall you were trying to hit?
Just like the most direct route, so like just right in front or to the right of me. Yeah.
So you're not necessarily trying to hit where they are, you're just trying to kind of break it where,
Yeah.
right where you can, right where is closest.
Yeah.
And you are able to kind of, there's like kind of a puff, and there's a hole that forms. It's not quite big enough for you to get through yet, but you can tell that at least you're starting to make some space to get through there. All right,
Yeah.
very good job.
I just want to yell out, you know, I think if you want to be the bad guys, that's totally cool with me, team, but also you can just like maybe cast spell through hole. Is that not, I don't know, maybe that's something, but good luck, everybody. Stay safe.
Good luck, everybody else. Okay, my next person is Raven. It is your turn.
Okay, so the 2 guys directly in front of us, do they look like they're coming towards us?
They haven't made a move yet, but they do look quite aggressive. They look like they're planning to attack you in some way. Whether or not they're going to come closer, it's hard to tell.
Great, I'm gonna cast Confundus, or like a confusion spell on them.
Awesome. Confusion. Confundus indeed.
Let me read it again. Confusion. Okay.
So are you...
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. To make it an area of effect, you
Yes.
have to add a modifier. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, please.
Did you want to make it medium blast or large blast? You could probably hit them both with medium blast.
Medium. Yeah, let's do
Okay,
medium.
so that's gonna make it a -2 for you to cast.
Okay, let's try it. Aced my 6, my wild.
Ooh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a 10 total. And you said
Wow.
-2,
Yes, -2.
so 8.
That's still with a raise, which is very good. So that means for this, they make an opposed smarts roll at a -2 because it was a raise. Let's find out what their smarts is. I'm sure they are very, very smart. So, okay, here they go. Oh, neat. They got a 1. You know what? I'm going to use one of my fancy pants bennies and see if I can re-roll it.
Aw.
Well, they got a 4, so that still wasn't enough.
Great.
They are confused, which for our purposes, that means that they are distracted and vulnerable until their next turn.
Awesome.
So that means that they will take a -2 to attack any of you, and they are at a -2 if you will attack them.
Nice.
Yeah,
And,
very, very good.
Do we have movement in this after
You do.
spellcasting? May I move closer to Fortuna?
Yes, you can. So you want to move. Yeah, you can move all the way over to her if you want. You can stand on this bench.
Yes.
There's a bench right next to her.
Oh, just like lounge on the bench.
Yeah, there you
Just
go.
post up.
I'll just
Have a
like go
moment.
over and I just kind of look over, and I'm also glaring down the night guard.
You're glaring down. Okay.
Not
All right,
glaring,
and-
but kind of just like looking at her like, okay, this is
He's
interesting.
shaken too. So.
Yeah, she's kind of giving you the same look back. I mean, you're pretty sure she's potential. You can't tell, but maybe
Yes.
she recognized you.
Yes.
All right.
yes. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next is Kanan. It is your go.
Yeah, so I see Raven take care of these 2 gents in front. I'm going to rush over next to the 2 of them. And I would like to actually, I wanted to try to do a bolt, a reducto bolt, and see if I could make the table right here explode to kind of cause a distraction.
I like it. I like it. Yes, we can do that as a bolt. So, if you wanted to, oh, that's different. Never mind. That is oh yeah. If you wanted to make the potential damage higher, you could add a modifier, but you don't necessarily have to do that. Still pretty good damage.
Yeah, no, I won't add a modifier
Okay.
to that, so I'll just.
So you're just at a -1 then for this.
And then just spell casting for that, yeah?
Spell casting, yes.
Right. It's explosion!
Yes. We love it.
Oh, that's an explosion!
Oh.
Oh! Holy
Still
cow!
exploding? Oh my goodness.
That
Nice.
is, with 3 explosions plus 3 is going to give me a 21 to explode that table.
Oh my
Oh boy.
god.
Okay.
The dice
So-
knew what you wanted to do.
The way this is gonna, normally whenever you're attacking an object, it has a hardness level that you just stop at. There's no like doing additional damage. But for the purposes here, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that you're wanting to explode that table to do damage to the people around it, correct?
Yes, I just want it to explode up in their faces. So I mean,
Great.
and with everyone that's behind them, hopefully make it harder for them to see us over this way. Because notice what Fortuna was doing as well, trying to break through the
Yeah.
wall.
So what I will say is you can hit these 3 that are right beside the table, and because you got such a crazy raise, you're gonna roll an extra d6 on the damage. So that means that you will be rolling 4d6.
46. Okay.
4d6,
Heck
and
yeah.
she's already shaken, so
Okay. That's another 6, so a total of 12.
12. Okay, let's see what these guys' toughness is. Let's see
Amazing.
how tough they. How tough they. Oh, not very tough.
Oh no.
Wow. Okay. So a 12 is a raise on all of those guys, and what happens? You just aim right at this table, yelling out Reducto, and it just splinters out, shooting all different directions, and you take out 3 guys
Beautiful.
because you hit them all. These are extras. Extras only have 1 wound, and or the ability to take 1 wound, and you did that. You did that. That was pretty fancy. Okay, so those guys are gone. Very good job. Would you like to do anything else?
No, that's it. I wanted to rush over to make sure that our path is going to be clear.
Okay, now it is their turn. I actually skipped one, but that's okay. We'll just do them all right now. So, those guys are gone. This guy here that was kind of near the table, a little freaked out by that. He's gonna move over here right next to you, Kanan, and he's just going to try to hit you. Let's see what his abilities are. Oh, good. Yeah, he's gonna try to. He's got kind of like a one of those. Oh, what are they called?
Brass knuckles.
Yes, he's got brass knuckles. Thank you.
Oh,
And he's just gonna try to
fisticuffs.
punch you with those.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How dare.
Here he
Fisticuffs.
goes.
I'm gonna bite you, bro.
Oh, neat. He got a 1. He's just like, he's all freaked out by what you did. So he's going to use one of my bennies here, and we're going to try to re-roll that.
No.
Oh, he got a 5. What is your parry, Kanan?
My parry is a 5.
A 5. So that is a hit. So he will roll damage, which is strength plus D4. Where are you, D4? Here you are. He got 6 damage. What is your toughness?
6.
6 as well. So that just means that you are shaken. So if you were to take another wound right now, or take another hit, you would be more likely to be wounded, and you can't move until you unshake. You can't do any actions until you unshake for your next turn. All right, so that was that guy. These 4 that are over, actually these 3 that are closest to the window, they seem to be focused on the window, but this guy, he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna go right here, but he's not quite close enough. These guys are going to try to come, actually they're gonna jump over this. So we'll say that's 2, 4, so they can get right about here. If you're going over difficult terrain, it usually costs you a little bit more, so I'm gonna add a +2 for them to go over the bar. This guy can go through the bar, so he'll go 1, 2.
Megan, are they still confused or not yet? Or they're done?
They are.
Okay.
No, because this is their first turn, so it'd be on their next turn.
Got it.
They
Okay.
are distracted and vulnerable. And let me double check that, because I think they can still act when they're distracted and vulnerable. They're just distracted and vulnerable. Let's look at that. Yeah. So that means they're going to be trying to hit you at a -2. This one that is closest to you, Kanan, is also going to try to hit you. And he's also fighting with, he's got like a club that he's going to try to hit you with. Oh, he got a 5. That is your parry, correct?
That is exactly my parry.
All right, let's see if he does any damage. He did 5. That is not enough damage. So he comes to hit you, and right at the last moment, you're able to dodge out of the way, and it just slides right past you. All right, that guy's as close. Okay, also, these guys in the alley, which you can kind of see through the hole, they have moved. I mean, they're loading this thing into the wagon, and they are hopping on the wagon, and they're ready to head out. Except these two actually, 2 of them are kind of staying behind and aren't on the wagon yet. All right, that was their turn. Next, it is Raven's turn.
Okay.
What would you like? I'm sorry, not Raven.
I'm sorry.
calling Zelda Raven because she is
I'm a literal bird.
Sorry.
the literal bird's turn, not the person
Yes.
next to Raven.
Okay, so where's the hole in the wall again? Is it like right here?
It's kind of here on the same wall
Yeah.
that you guys came into, if that makes sense.
Bless. I was clicking on VMix and not in Roll20 because I'm like a complete goob. But yeah, all
I've done
right.
that multiple times, no worry.
So Zelda wants to fly as high as she can to avoid like being close to people. I don't know how tall these ceilings are, but she wants to be as close to the ceiling as possible and is just gonna go
Okay.
straight out the door to chase down the wagon.
So you're trying to go out the hole that that Fortuna created.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Use
Correct.
the
Okay, great.
hole.
So you can fly pretty high, and you should have the Raven stats. Oh no, you don't, do you? Oh no, wait, I'm looking at the wrong one again. You should have the Raven stats on there, so you can fly at a pace
Oh.
of 48.
Heck yeah.
Is a lot. And yeah, this ceiling isn't super high, but it's high enough. I mean, these people are not paying attention to you anyway. You're a Raven, so you are more than capable to do that, and you would be able to. Let's give you an athletics roll just to see if you can make it through that hole.
Okay.
But I'll give it to you at a +2. You're very
thank
tiny.
you.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Okay, first she was a big raven, now she's a tiny raven. All right, I see.
Small by comparison to the
Right.
rest of you currently.
I'm gonna use my Benny because I rolled 2 and
Okay.
that's not gonna do it. All right, my little D4 exploded.
Woo!
7.
Ooh, 7. Yes, you are fully capable of doing this. So you're able, and you guys kind of see she flies up over you, and she just like puts her wings, she gets up some speed and puts her wings like right up against her body and just like zooms right through it. It's really cool looking. And yeah, you were able to move all the way out here, and you're kind of on top of these guys, circling them currently. All right, very good. Now we're going to go on to the next round, and we will throw all my dice on the floor, and then I will deal you guys. You guys.
No.
So let's start. Kanan, you got a 2 of clubs. Zelda, you get a 9 of spades.
I need to. I can have a second
Oh
one.
yes. Well, the other one is an ace, so
Oh,
you
okay.
probably don't want that fancy ace.
Nope.
8 of diamonds for you, Raven.
Thank
And
you.
Fortuna, you get a 10 of spades. And then I will also deal in our other guys. I'll just give them 1 since I did that before anyway, and they got a 9 of diamonds. Would anyone like to spend a Benny to draw again? Nope. Okay, then that means that Fortuna, you are first.
Yay, I'm very excited someone used my tiny hole. Excellent. I want to scoot on over to this hole.
Okay.
I'm just going to use this hole, guys. I want to... Ooh, I'm kind of on the wall there. Okay, close enough. Basically, I want to go against the wall where the hole is. And I want to... From the hole, can I see the person taking away the box?
You can now see kind of like, if you look out there, you can see the 2 people who have stayed behind, and you can see the wagon starting to go off down the street.
Okay, oh right, it's a wagon, it's not a person. The person that's kind of next to the box on the grid here, can I see that person, or is that person just like inside the wagon?
That person's in the wagon currently.
Okay, so I can't see them.
So these 2 that are standing out here, they kind of look like they're waiting for you guys. Like they're just waiting to waylay anybody who comes
I
along.
wanna cast stun, so not the unforgivable one, but the Petrificus Totalis on
Okay.
person I guess closest to me from the
Perfect,
hole.
yes. You can do that.
Okay. D4. Here we go. Okay, that's a 3. What
You want
is?
to re-roll?
Yeah, I've got like 4 bennies, so let's use some of those.
Heck yeah.
Get those bennies.
Nope, that's a 1. It's getting worse.
That won't do it.
I kind of need to get like a 4, right, to explode it, because I only have a D4 here.
Yes, you need to get at least a 4.
Okay, I'm just gonna burn another one, so that's.
Okay.
Nope.
No?
Okay, one more. Last penny I'm gonna use.
One more. All right.
All right, that's a 2. Whatever, it's fine.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, you basically, so you get up here to this hole and you're trying to kind of like get a good angle and you just can't seem to find the best one to utilize this spell yet. Oh my goodness, all of my screens just went away.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
weird. Yeah, I know. I need to be able to see you guys, your pretty faces. Okay.
Oh no.
Now, that was your turn. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Did I use all of my movement or no?
No, it looks like you moved 1, 2, 3. You
3-ish.
have three squares left you can move, essentially.
I guess I kind of want to go. Is it difficult to get over this table, like here? Or can I just stand on it? I would just want to make a straight line across.
It is
Yeah,
kind of half
I'll let you-
exploded.
I would say you would. Oh, that's true. It
Oh,
did
yeah.
explode.
It's not
It is
really
in
there.
shambles. You can't move through there. Yes, and there
I
are dead bodies there.
Great. I
Woohoo!
just moved close to some dead bodies. We did a murder, kids.
I like it.
Huzzah.
All right, now it is their turn. So these guys now are no longer confused because we've come back around to their turn. So I will take these off.
Okay, fine.
And they, one guy's gonna move closer to you, Kane, and this guy's gonna just edge over and attack you. And and one thing that I didn't tell you guys, so in Savage Worlds, as long as you are adjacent to a character, you are getting a gang up bonus. So that's +1. Technically, these guys are getting a +2 on you, Kanan, and a +1 on Raven. So just so you know,
Gotcha.
but you all also have a plus. And real quick, Mina's magical moments have been unlocked. We got 2 of them, which is awesome. And then we also got an extra bit boss. So let me roll that real quick.
That's
Same
cool.
numbers.
Thank you guys.
That fan, best fan. y'all
that
good?
is a 4. So Fortuna, you get a new bit boss.
Fortuna.
And Raven, you get a reroll. Thanks
Yay!
to Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you,
Karma is the
Sarah.
next bit boss.
Nice.
Thank
Very,
you, Zippy.
very good. And we'll see what the next one is here in just one mo. All right. So they are going to go, these 3. This purple guy who's standing on a Benny for Fortuna. That's what you got. So nice. You get another Benny.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, guys. Mina's magical
Thanks,
moment modifiers are very
chat.
helpful. Everyone
yeah.
should always take one with them when they go out to battle.
Yes.
Okay.
It's awesome.
So this guy, he's going to try to punch you. I think he's the one who had the brass knuckles. He's going to try to punch you, Raven.
That's rude. I'm really pretty though.
Super rude.
It is rude. He does kind of like hesitate. He's like, I
Yeah,
don't wanna
you
hurt that
better.
face, but I'm going to do it anyway. What
How
is your
dare.
parry? He rolled a 3.
My parry is 4.
Nice.
That is not enough. I will spend 1 Benny to see.
Oh,
He
no.
really, he's
No.
like, I really have to hit this pretty face. He got a 3 again. He's incapable of hitting this pretty face. So he just, you're able to just easily get out of the way of that. The next guy right beside you, he's going to try to attack Kanan again. Now, Kanan, you are still shaken, and I will say, you always have the ability to immediately spend a Benny and unshake at any time, or you can wait for your turn to make a bigger roll. So he's going to hit you, or try to hit you. That's a 4. That does not hit your parry, does it?
Does not.
All right, the other guy, he's also going to try. He's like, no worry, friend, I'll hit him instead. He got a 1. So I'm going to try to re-roll that.
I attack you.
He got a 2. It didn't work. These guys do not seem to know what they are doing. Great. So now these other folks who are over here by the window, they go out the window. Now
Oh.
they're over there.
Oop.
And that took a few extra movements, so they can't go very far. All right. Oh, and this guy, I forgot this guy. He's going to move closer and attack. Oh, no, he's going to go over to you, Fortuna, because he sees you over here and is like, she can't get away. He got a 1. These guys, they are very tough. Don't let their missing fool you. All right, that was their turn. Next, it is Zelda's turn. It is your go.
Heck yeah. So I would like. Ooh, why does it look like trash? It doesn't matter. I want to land on the I want to get in the wagon and turn back into a human. And I would love to use turncoat on this one guy.
Oh wow. Okay.
Now that I've got him one-on-one.
Okay, I like this. So let's do this. Make your animagus roll to see if you can turn back in this moment of intensity here.
4 explodes. 5.
5. Yes, you are capable of doing that, and you are going to use your adventure card.
Adventure.
So this is going to allow you to somehow convince or bribe a foe to perform a small favor, such as helping the hero escape, revealing the location of the boss, etc. I like it. So basically you all of a sudden transform, and this guy that you're sitting next to, he doesn't seem, he's startled by it, but not like, oh my God, I've never seen this happen before, startled.
So he's
and
a wizard.
Goes, what are you? What? Get out! And he kind of tries to start pushing you out of the cart.
So this guy's like a normal dude. He's not like he's not a magic boy.
You can't tell for sure, but this is the guy from before Freddie, I believe was his name.
Oh, Freddie. I keep calling him Freddie Merchantry. I don't remember why.
No, that also works. Who even knows who this guy is?
Yeah.
And you
Freddie
can't tell for
Merchant,
sure, but he seems to be a wizard at least.
Sweet. Now, I don't recognize who you are, but I can't imagine that you just saw a human being erupt from a raven's form and not be at least a little bit magical. If you never pass through my classroom, I'll assume you're some sort of squib, and as such, I want you to know that I may be old, but you are wildly outclassed, and I highly recommend you just jump out. Just jump out.
Listen. I totally hear you, and I totally believe that you could probably do something really horrible to me, but I can't just jump out, because if I do that, the people who hired me are also going to do something really terrible to me. So it's a little bit of damned if I do, damned if I don't. Listen, I'll tell you where we're going, okay? We're going to the docks, all right? Going to the docks. I don't know much more than that. Please don't kill me, okay? I just have to keep going. So he's kind of, he's like giving you a lot of information, but he's also seeming to kind of try to stall you in the process.
Okay. You can keep driving, but why are you headed to the docks? Where's the boat headed?
I don't know where it's headed. I just know that some person hired me to take all these Egyptologists and put them in a shipping crate and put them on a boat. That's all I know, and that's all I'm trying to do.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I have the ability to take another action?
It depends. Let's see. Yes, it would be at a -2. I'll say normally you have to say that beforehand because both things take
Oh, that's right.
-2.
That's right.
But in this instance, the only thing you did before is animagus, so I'll say that you can do something else at a -2 if you would like.
Then yeah, I want to stun him.
Stun, I like. Okay. So, let me pull that up. Stun. That's going to be at a -3 for you.
Sweet. Totally fine. Oh yeah, because I don't have calculating this round because I didn't have disadvantage, or I didn't have a low enough card.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. All right. 6 explodes. This is a 10 -3.
And -3, that is
7.
going to be enough to hit him. So are you casting Petrificus Totalis type thing?
Yeah, I don't want to hurt him. Just
Okay. So yeah, you basically turn around and he's giving you all of this information and you're like, okay, I don't need you anymore. And since you won't jump out yourself, I'm just going to stun you. And you are fully able to do that. And he just kind of freezes up and starts to fall over, and he's just going to fall out of the cart unless you change anything to stop him.
I'm going to hold him there. I just want to I forgot. So this is like a cart with like horses?
Yeah, and it's moving.
Okay, then I'm just gonna leave him in the driver's seat and grab the reins and just be on the side. If no one can kind of see me, I don't know, she's gonna just hide back and keep going and just get out of the eye line of those other bad guys.
Okay, yeah.
So that they think that the wagon's getting away.
Yeah,
Good job.
he certainly did not see you. So you are on this wagon and you are headed what you assume is to the docks at the very least.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So that was your turn. Next, Raven, it is your turn.
I'm going to selectively stupefy the 3 guys near Kanan and I.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, so you want to use selective and where are you, stupefy? Here you are. Area of effect. Okay, so at that point you are adding on, you only need a medium blast, that's +2, and then the modifiers to allow it to be selective adds a +1, so that means, oops, wrong list. So that means +2, so that's 3, 4, you're at a -2 to cast this.
Okay, here we go. 6, 5, 4.
4, that is enough to hit
Wow,
them.
really?
Yeah, I mean, for a spell like this, all you got to do is hit at a 4. Actually, though, because you are in melee range with these guys, that would technically mean that you needed to hit. Well, you can still cast it. It just means that you need to hit their parry instead, which for these folks is a 5. So if you re-roll,
yes, let me re-roll because I got a bunch.
You can also use your BBBB extra D6 if you want.
Let me do that. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
All right. I thought I only had to use it on Jack of all trades.
Oh no, you can use it on any roll.
Great. Here we go. Yes. Okay. So 8's my wild, so 6, 7, 8 minus 2 is 6.
Wow, 6. Yes. Okay. So that is enough to hit them, and you are able to stun. Oh, where did my stun go? Oh, I'm in the wrong list. You are able to stun every single one of them, and they just. I assume. Are you trying to do Petrificus Totalis as well?
Yes, I want them either to fall down or just prone or just stop.
Yeah. Yeah. They basically just freeze. They're just standing there, completely frozen.
Right, and I look over at Kane and I go, "Let's go!" And I go running towards where Fortuna is to go out the door,
Okay, great. So you
wall.
can go 2, 5. You can get all the way up to the window that they just went out of if you want to.
Perfect. I will be there.
All right.
Also, don't forget that Zelda gave Raven a focus elixir for spellcasting.
Oh,
For
yeah.
spellcasting.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So you can burn that. It's for a +1 to spellcasting.
Mhm.
Okay. I'll use it on our next combat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It also looks like we've got a new bit boss from Sarah BC1. Oh, and we have a few other things too. We'll jump over to those real quick. But just for the bit boss, because you know that you have it, let's make a roll real quick, see who gets it. That's a 3, so that means that it would be Raven.
Nice.
You spent 1 and you got 1. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
All right. Now, Kanan, it is your turn. Oh, I think you're muted.
Yeah, so Raven just kind of stupefies all these guys. Yeah, I want to start heading to the hole as well. But as I'm, actually, I first want to spend a Benny so I can actually move.
Oh yeah, so you can unshake. Good.
So I am no
You
longer
can also,
shaken.
it is your turn, so you can make a vigor roll instead.
Oh, actually,
to spend
yeah, let's do that because my vigor roll stuff.
Hey.
Yeah, cool. Now would I also add my iron jaw to this one or no?
Does
Oh
it
no,
say...
because that's to avoid a knockout blow. Okay.
Yeah, not for this.
All right, so a bigger roll. Yeah, that's a D8 right there. Here we go.
Nice. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're able to unshake.
Boom. Excellent. I got a 6 on that. Okay. Yeah. So as I'm running over, I've got my wand out. I would also like to try to stupefy the guy that ran up to Fortuna.
Okay. You can do
As I'm
that from
moving.
here if you would like.
Yeah.
So you'll be casting, I believe it's a -1.
Yes. 1. Stupefy. No, it's gonna be a 3. As I'm moving and I go to cast and I'm running, I just look at it. I completely see that I missed this guy, and I'm gonna reach my wand down into the pocket watch I have in my other pocket. And I'm gonna use my BBBB and cast Tumpus, so I can go back 5 seconds.
Heck yes.
So I recharge just a little bit, and I'm gonna try stupefy at that same
like
guy
it.
again.
Yes, I forgot about that.
So you just kind of see him just back about 5 seconds. That's better. There we go. There's an explosion.
Ooh,
Plus 2. That's gonna give me an 8.
An 8. Okay, that is definitely more than enough. Means technically with a raise, so let that, and I actually did this wrong. You got too much damage die last time. This go, you have 3d6 to roll for damage on this guy.
Okey-dokey. 3 and 2 is 5. Plus 6 is 11.
Yeah, you stun the crap out of him, and he goes flying across the room. Are you wanting to, like, take him out, or are you just wanting to knock him out?
I'm just wanting to knock him down just so we can get out.
Yeah.
I see him on Fortuna. I just want to hit him to knock him out of the way so we can continue on out the back door.
He kind of, like, blows back against this other table, and he's unconscious. So you were able to do that. I'm just going to put a mark on him so we know that he is unconscious. This one looks good. Okay, and then you moved over here. All right, awesome. Those guys are stunned. Yeah, very good. That was the round. So let me ask you before we continue on, are you wanting to try to fight these guys outside, or are you just trying to find a way to follow this wagon?
I feel like I'm trying to follow the wagon.
Trying to follow the wagon? What about you, Raven and Kanan? Same thing? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to say...
Yes, that's the idea.
As you guys look outside, you see that these other three that were here, they kind of seem to be running over to the wagon. And once the wagon has gone far enough, these guys are just like, they're getting out of here. They don't seem to want to die or get thrown against a wall. So you all, you all can successfully go out this window if you're wanting to. And you see that like everyone has gone around the corner. So we can move out of roll 20 for right now. This cart is probably too far for you all to see. So what would you like to do? You don't see Zelda anywhere, but you did see her fly through that hole, so you assume she's keeping track of the cart?
Megan, is there a spell that I can telekinetically message her?
Let's see. I mean, technically...
Let me look.
I believe there is one in here, and I don't know if I gave it to you guys. Did I? I did not. So what I would say is you could use a Patronus to do that, because you have cast Patronuses in the past for, I'm sorry, I meant that they have been cast in the past to relay messages. So if you want to do that,
yes,
we'll say that a Patronus is technically like deflection. So that's at a -2 if you wanted to cast that. And I'll say you can do that and send it to her with a message.
Yes. I'm going to cast, like basically message saying, where did you go? We're going to come after you. And let me try casting it.
Okay.
7, 5.
Yeah. That's a successful cast of that. So you were able to, do you want to tell us what your Patronus is? Do you know?
Oh, that's the one thing I didn't think about, but
that's okay.
We're going to think on the spot. My Patronus is a,
I feel like
Sally. I don't know.
Oh, what?
No, go ahead. You tell me.
I was going to say, I feel like your Patronus is a bat.
I like it.
That's great.
It's a bat. I like it. We're sticking with that.
Okay, sweet. So you all see the silvery bat burst forth from Raven's wand and goes flying off. And Zelda, while you're on this wagon, where you're kind of trying to hide, this silvery bat comes up and essentially says, where are you? We're trying to follow you.
Sweet. I will pull out my wand and cast my own Patronus back, which is, I think she's one of the people that has the same, her Patronus and her Animagus form are the same thing.
Yeah.
So she just sends it back over and it lands and just says, I'm running the wagon. Thank you for your concern. I'm fine. The wagon is under my control. Meet me 2 blocks away from the docks.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure no one knows anything's amiss.
Okay. So that's what you see a silver raven fly back and says all of this, simultaneously shaming you and giving you information.
It's my teaching style.
That is such a Zelda move, as a matter of fact. So what is the plan for the three of you? Are you all planning to do exactly what she just said and head for the docks?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
I think this is a good moment to check in with chat before we head over to the docks and see what they are doing. Hi, chat. How are you guys?
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Chat.
Oh, I see it's Lucas Martinez here says, my Patronus is a grizzly bear with chainsaw hands. That is a very specific Patronus.
That feels appropriate. I do like that.
Gosh.
Indeed. I agree.
Nice.
It's a black
Oh.
mamba. Daenerys says, my Patronus is a black mamba. Is that a snake? It's a mamba.
I believe
Yeah,
that's a snake.
It's
Yeah.
like the most lethal snake in the world.
Ooh.
Wow.
I see-
Danner's saying, Freddie Mercantry says, does he see a little silhouette of a man?
Maybe. I see, Bria, that you're saying here in chat that Freddie Merchantry is a pun from Crypt of the Necrodancers. He
Yes.
sings and it's adorable.
Oh,
It's a little
Freddie
singing
Mercury.
boy.
that's
Could
very
be.
good.
He could live in 1895. I
Yeah.
don't know.
He transcends time and we love
Right?
it.
But it looks like we also have Sarah BC1 was our last bit boss there. I think we said that, but just in case we didn't, we do have a follow from Afro Hippo. Hello, welcome.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
we have a sub from the Real POTUS that gifted to Kate Kintail, Kate K Intail. Sarah BC1 gifted a sub to Zippy Karma. The Cadence resub for 32 freaking months. That's
32
amazing.
months.
The Cadence also gifted 5 subs, and Scabby Rooster resubbed for 6 months. Thank you guys.
Oh, yay.
That
Nice
is
guy,
amazing.
Rooster.
All right,
Thanks,
so
ladies.
you all are headed for the docks. I will say, you can, for our purposes here, apparating, like if you were to apparate in a more tense situation, would be a roll that you would make. But for this instance, since you are just kind of apparating to keep up, you can apparate to the location or a close enough location that you think Zelda is referring to, if you all would like.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
All right, so
Let's do
Zelda,
it.
you're still riding this thing, and you guys are actually getting very close to the docks at this point. And all of a sudden, you kind of hear that pop that only wizards would recognize as apparition.
That's a wizard's pop.
The wizard's pop. And then you look back and you see your friends are here. And so at that point, as
Friends
you're
is
looking
generous.
back, all of a sudden, the wagon kind of starts to rock in a weird way. And you kind of hear some people like talking back within the cart itself where they have the crate. And then
yeah.
all of a sudden, the cart, and you all see this, the cart just absolutely explodes. And
Again, your volume just like stopped.
oh, I think it's because I was very loud. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
I didn't hear what happened to the cart. I apologize.
The cart explodes.
Okay.
I probably just said it too loud. And you hear some kind of creature that just comes bursting forth full of shadow, and it knocks you, Zelda, it knocks you out of the cart. And we're going to take a break, and we will do that to find out.
Oh.
Amazing.
It's a creature break.
Oh my gosh.
Creature break, yes.
What peak Zelda to not like read?
Inappropriate sound is inappropriate. Don't let the action suffer from a lack of atmosphere. Let Sirenscape set the tone and bring your game to life. See? That's better. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app and make it the year of atmosphere at your table. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch. There are legends of a mighty forge where the greatest tabletop weapons are smithed by expert crafters from the finest of materials. Only the strongest of adventurers may wield such relics. Weapons and armor forged from the strongest metals. Mystic foci for the forces of fate, carved from the finest stones. And unique treasures that cannot be found anywhere else in the realms. But beware, the forces of evil may find dark and powerful relics of their own in the online armory. Arm yourself with these gaming relics and equipment to take your tabletop adventures to exciting new dimensions. Go to NorseFoundry.com now to arm yourself with the finest weapons in the realms.
This is Overwatch. Your verification is required.
Salutations. I am Mog. There is a blinking red light calling for me to push it.
Is this the Scourge again?
This is Mog of the Scourge, yes.
You all need to stop calling me. I'm losing my mind.
I have to leave you now. A hand is reaching through the system to try and kill me.
What in the packed world is happening over there?
Become inspired by Sirenscape Online Player's massive sound library and weave your tabletop legends by building custom sound sets that bring your immersive world to life. Simply download the app to access the entire Sirenscape archive anytime you need epic sounds. The online player works perfectly alongside any virtual tabletop to bring your players together no matter where they are in the world. Broadcast your custom sound sets in real time with flawless audio quality to give them a game they'll never forget. Get the Sirenscape Online Player today at Sirenscape.com.
Hello, we are back, and we are dealing with some giant shadow beast who has just burst forth from the carriage that was carrying Professor Harmsworth, and Zelda was currently on and has now been thrown. So real quick, before we find out what's going on, we do have a gifted sub from Delirious 2019 to Almost As Cool. Almost As Cool is the Jordan Caves Callerman, who is also very well, knows a lot of
He is
fantasy.
very
Jordan.
cool.
Woo, super cool.
He's also very
cool.
well, yes, very well. So you all have gotten pretty close to the docks when you see this explosion, and you see some weird creature that bursts forth and then disappears. And in this area, we can hop over to Roll20 for this as well, and you can actually see that this area is very, like, the clouds have gotten heavier, it's gotten a little bit later, and it's gotten very dark. And so there are areas of light and there are areas of darkness, and this particular shadow beast just disappeared into some darkness. And whenever you all saw it burst forth, it was like, A, you didn't expect it, and B, that thing is, something about it terrified you. So I need every single one of you to make me a fear roll. For a fear roll, you roll spirit, and for this particular fear roll, you're going to be rolling at a -2.
Okay.
Megan, are we rolling or wild die with that?
Yes.
Both of my dice exploded.
Woo, that's good. You want that.
I got a 2.
13. Oh, sorry, -2. 11.
15, 11.
I got an explosion, so 7 total -2, right? To 4.
Yeah, -2.
Uh,
Okay, so 5.
I'm gonna use a Benny.
Okay, using a Benny.
You know what? I'll use a Benny too. Just in case.
Okay.
Benny.
All right. So I'm going to reach down and kind of in my side pocket, I pull out this little clock that's in there, and I'm
Little tiny clock.
Little tiny clock.
Little,
and
that's
cast
a big clock.
I know,
Tempest.
right?
And I'm just gonna go back in time right to when this thing disappeared, terrified me when it finally hit, and I'm gonna try it again. Here we go.
Okay.
And you go back far enough to make him not
No?
explode out.
All right, did anyone else fail this?
I did. I got a 1.
2 of you did.
Altogether.
Okay, so
I got a 2.
when you fail a fear roll, you roll on the fear table.
Ooh.
It is a D20 roll, so will each of you roll me a D20? Yes.
Also, I just learned that you can roll a d20 in chat, and I do enjoy doing that.
Can
Ooh.
indeed. 5. Okay. And a 1. Wow, you both did really well. So,
We did?
yes, because the fear table has some very bad things on it.
Oh.
So, Kanan, you see this creature, and it is just very upsetting. You don't even entirely know why. Just something about it doesn't feel right. It's like it doesn't feel like it should exist in a sense. So you are distracted. Distracted, I believe, essentially gives you a -2 to your parry or your toughness. I don't remember. I'll double check that, but you will have that for until the end of your next turn, essentially. So for 1 round. Now, Raven, you also see this, and it also really freaks you out. And you feel all of this adrenaline start to pump through your body, and you have an adrenaline surge, which means that your fight response has taken over, and you act as if you have a joker for this round. So that means you get a +2 to your damage, a +2 to all of your attacks, and you can go at any point.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah,
We
so
love
Okay. Thank
let's
you.
go ahead. You're welcome, and deal you
Super
all
cool.
in real quick. Oh wait, I don't need to do that.
Can't wait to
So
see
we'll
a
start.
fast-moving Zelda.
Kanan, you have a 2 of diamonds. Oh my. Zelda, you have a jack of spades or a 6 of clubs, which I guess you're probably going to want to stick with that 6. So.
Yeah, it's still not even low enough. Dang it.
No, it isn't.
I'm going to use a Benny. Please,
You want to use it?
please re-roll or please re-pull for me.
Yes, let me finish doing these first, and then I
Yeah,
will
for sure.
do that for you. Raven, you get an ace of hearts, but you're essentially acting on a joker, so we don't have to worry about that too much. 6 of spades for you, Fortuna. And this shadow beast, he's got an 8 of... I think he has anything. Yes, an 8 of spades. And you would like to re-roll? Oh my goodness, it's a 6 of diamonds.
Dang it.
Would you like to spend another Benny?
No, I don't want to spend another Benny.
All right. Okay, let me mark that off. All right.
Couldn't give me
So, Raven, you can go at any time. Would you like to go now, or would you like to wait?
Let me wait, because I'm
We're going
like
on hold.
shaking and the adrenaline is still going through me.
Yes, technically you're not going on hold because it's acting as if a joker, but that's okay. So then that means that you all are looking around, trying to see where this thing went, and then all of a sudden it pops up. You feel kind of this presence, Kanan, that's over to your, I guess, kind of your right, or it's kind of closer to the water from where you are standing. And all of a sudden you see this beast just moving, morphing out of the shadows, coming towards you. And it seems a little hesitant, but it's just going to lunge forward and try to claw at you. All right, let's see what it does fighting. Okay. It rolled a 10, and your parry is a 5, correct?
Yeah.
So that's
right.
with a raise. So it, let me see what spirit, and 6. All right, it's gonna do some damage here. Oh, it aced. Oh goodness. Okay, so that is 13 on the damage, and your toughness is what again?
That would be a 6.
A 6. So 13. So that's 4, 10. That would be, you would be shaken and have 2 wounds. So what you can do here is try to soak those wounds by spending a Benny. Would you like to do that?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Okay, you are going to make. See, this is where I always get confused as to which is which. I believe it is a vigor roll.
Mm-hmm.
I need to double check that though.
I felt that, like DM soul, just that.
Oh,
I'm
I
just saying
cannot,
it.
for the life of me, remember which is which. It drives me bananas.
Yeah. Okay, explosion from my wild
Oh,
die.
good. That's what you
Heck
want.
Yes.
+1, so a 7.
7. Okay, so what that will do is we'll soak 1 wound and we'll keep you from being shaken, but you will still take 1 wound unless you get a raise. It looks like you don't have any more bennies. You don't have any re-rolls. You could use a BBBB to try and roll that again if you wanted.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a BBBB.
Okay, you have 1 left, so there you're using it to try again.
Oh.
Yep. So this thing hits me. I reach down, touch my pocket watch. Go back a few seconds. Explosion with my vigor.
Ooh, there you
my
go.
8. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
There we go. +4 is a 12.
That's what you needed. So
Amazing.
you see this thing just in time, and I mean these like shadow claws just come out of the shadows beside you, trying to go right for your face and right for your gut, and you are able to just barely jump out of the way in time. It just shreds your clothing a little bit. All right.
Oh.
That was its turn. Very good. You have survived. Okay, Raven, would you like to go? Okay.
Yes, sure. I'm going to cast Bombarda, and then I'm going to also tack on the modifier of lingering damage and
Nice.
cast fire upon it.
Okay. I like it. So that's a +2. Bombarda is, what is that one? We said it was like a blast.
Yes, a blast.
+2. So you're going to be at still a -2.
But I also have a +2, so it cancels out, correct?
So you'll, yeah, technically cancels out. You
And
just
I'm
take
also
it.
going to reach into my Jack of all trades and take another one of my specials, just in case.
Oh, take another one of those?
Yes.
From your
if you don't
BBBB?
mind. Yeah, my BBBB. Thank you to you guys. Here we go. Oh, goodness. 4, 5, so, no, just 4. Let me use a Benny.
Okay. I mean, 4 is you're
it?
hitting at range, and it is technically enough. Yeah.
Okay.
You can,
then-
if you wanted to get a raise or something like that, you can.
No, that's fine. Let's save it just in case.
Okay, so you turn around and you see this creature come out and try to swipe at Kanan, and you're ready to act. That adrenaline is pumping. So you immediately pull out your wand and you cast Bombarda, and you are able to hit sort of the area with your Bombarda, and light bursts into flame, and you see this thing go and kind of rear back from the light and move and try to get away from it as much as it can. So for that, let me pull back the spell list and we can see how much damage you do. So we're gonna do roll 2d6 for your damage here.
Nice.
4, 5, 7.
7. Okay, so that basically, whenever you throw that bombarded that spell and the light bursts forth, this creature kind of edges back, and you can tell it's kind of thrown it off its game, but it doesn't seem to hurt yet from that, as far as you can tell. All right, that was your turn. Anything else you would like to do?
No, I want to be right next to my friends.
Next, then, is Fortuna.
Now that there's some more light on this animal, what does it look like? 4 legs, 2 legs, hairy, not hairy, feathers, magic?
It doesn't look like an animal. It looks like darkness manifest into a loose, kind of smoky form.
Okay, even though it does not look like solid creatures, Fortuna knows how to deal with magical beasts. I want to try to jump on back of this thing and hit it with my hatchet.
Okay, you want to try to jump on it?
Yup.
Okay, so make an athletics roll. So you're wanting to jump and attack, right?
I think so, if it's possible, yes.
So that will give you a -2 to both of those things. So
Okay.
you would make an athletics roll at a -2 to see if you can jump.
I got the exploding dice. So do I still
Nice.
explode though?
Yep,
Okay,
still
so
explodes.
6 plus 5 minus 2 is. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. So you're able to jump over there, and you jump to get on it, and you just go straight back to the ground. It's like you go right through it.
Oh, cool. That is the dumb plan, everybody. Guess what? It's not to have a corporeal form, just magic smoke and stuff. Ugh, I hate magic sometimes.
But whenever you jump over there with your axe, do you still want to try to attack with your axe?
Is it gonna do anything?
So what I'll say is, as you go to, if you want to try to attack as you go, you can, the blade reflects some of the firelight, and that, if you're successful, can do damage.
Okay, let's try that then. What is my roll for hatchet? I don't know.
Good question. I don't know if we put hatchet on your sheet.
It just says hatchet
So-
2.5, which I think is the weight.
That's because technically it's like I cut wood with this as opposed to an actual weapon.
I
So-
see knife dagger. We can use that if you want.
Yeah, we can do that, and we'll just up the damage to strength plus d6 instead.
Okay.
So make a fighting roll for that.
Okay. What's fighting roll? Sorry, what is my? Oh, I see it. Okay.
Could be, yeah.
My first time doing this, and this is with a
Oh.
wild die also.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, exploding dice.
Woo!
Nice.
That is another 11.
An 11. Okay, that is a hit with a raise, just barely. So that means that you will do strength plus d6 and an additional d6 damage.
Okay. So I got 2 6s. Do I re-roll them again?
Yep.
Both of them? Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
You
that's
add these
12,
together.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's 19 total.
19 total. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of raises. Okay, hang on for a second, because this guy's a wild card. So that means 19, 7 plus 4 is 12, plus another 4 is...
Glad you're doing the math.
So 3, yeah, you would do 3 wounds to this thing. So it's going to try to soak that, because it doesn't want to die. It doesn't. It would rather not.
I'm just trying to tame beasts. It's just business. Nothing personal.
Amazing.
You tried to kill my friends, or person I know, not really friend. I don't know yet.
Wow.
Associates.
Okay, I'm gonna spend another Benny to try to roll that again because this guy, he's not. Oh boy, wow. Yeah, he has 3 wounds. He cannot, for the life of him, deal with that. So basically, because you shine, I mean, you essentially directly shine light right at him, and that's it. It does do 2 less damage because he does have some resistance, but you still do plenty. So I may have done that a bit weird, but that's okay. We'll continue on this path. So that was your turn. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I'm all good.
Okay, next go. It is Zelda.
Sweet. So from the fight before, who here looks injured? Like, who got jacked up by the fight?
Everybody looks pretty okay, to be entirely honest. Everyone looks a little like shaken in the sense of this has been a rough day so far, but no injuries.
All right, tight. Never mind then. Yeah. Then I would like to. So light hurts this. So let's just go like Lumos Maxima.
Lumos Maxima. So for that one, that will be the light spell,
Yeah.
which we did actually cast earlier. Where are you? There you are.
29.
Light and dark. Yes. And did you want to add? Let's see. Since it's Maxima, let's. Oh no, I said Lumos Maxima. Okay, so it's just a -1.
Cool. All right. Oof, I'm gonna use my last Benny.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't. I critically failed.
Okay, that means that we're going to roll on the dynamic backlash table for you.
Yes.
All right, let's find. Oh, wrong book.
I just wanted to hand out healing potions like a cleric. I knew I shouldn't have done magic this round. I knew it in my heart.
It didn't work out for you this go.
Whoopsie.
All right, let's find out. Where are you, table? Man, I put all these like little stickies in here so that I could find them, but now I have too many stickies in here to find them. So good job, me. Oh my goodness. Seriously.
Shall we cast a spell to find it?
Yes, cast a spell so you can find it in my book.
Find
Accio
notes.
table.
There you go, that too.
Almost.
Sorry.
Didn't
No,
quite
it's
work.
fine.
There it is. All right. So roll me 2d6.
No, thank you. I got 4s on both.
All right. 4s on both. For this, you add them together, so you got an 8.
So 8.
So
8
this
the hard
means-
way.
Yes, you got stunned. You are stunned. You subtract 2 from any arcane skill rolls for the rest of this encounter.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so basically you try to cast this light, but you saw this thing come out and claw people. You were just thrown off of this wagon when it exploded out. So you are just trying to get your bearings, and you try to cast it and it just kind of backfires on you, and you're just so startled and confused about what's going on. You're trying to get your bearings.
Right on.
All right. Next go is Kanan.
Yeah, so I see the professor try to cast a spell and it just explodes back in her face. I want to actually step between her and the creature, and I wanted to try Lumos Maximus.
Okay.
Dang.
Great, you're at the -1 as well.
Yeah. I don't have any. Do I have anything on the sheet?
No, I don't think you do, and I don't think you have that Benny that's on there either.
No, the Benny's not on there.
You could. You do have a BBBB.
I do have
one.
one. Yeah, that's. I'm you just see Kaden just reach down with that wand. It doesn't come out. Reaches down, taps that pocket watch one more time. Lumos backs up 5 seconds, runs right in front of Zelda, and he's gonna try it again.
Okay.
Yeah. One explosion.
Ooh.
I'll take it. Another explosion.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Damn, so lucky.
Third explosion!
Yes.
Oh my god!
So 18 plus 4, 22 minus 1. Michael Jordan! Ah!
Oh my goodness, you did a lot. Okay, so let's take a look at this here. So, this is not usually damage. So what I'm going to do, this guy takes specific damage from light because he does have a weakness. So I'm going to say that you can do 2d6, and I'll add an extra, making it 3d6 damage because you did do a raise. Oops, not a raise. You do a raise.
Oh, jeez. Whew, I'm rolling fire right now, guys. That is 13.
13, yeah. I have no more bennies. This monster has no more bennies. So whenever you cast Lumos Maxima, there's a burst of light that goes up, and as it does, you can see that this beast, it can't get away. It's wounded. It kind of looks like it's falling apart, if a shadow beast can fall apart. And as you do that, it just kind of bursts open. You hear it kind of go, it like screams as it bursts open, and then this like black goo goes flying everywhere, and you have dispatched this very creepy beast.
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah.
Congrats, everyone!
Very good job. All right, so now that you have gotten rid of this beast, you can take a moment to look around, check and see if anyone on the cart survived other than Zelda, any of these kinds of things.
I would like to look for the professor because he was on that cart, was he not?
Yes, and you remember that whenever he was moving out, they were moving him out of the window, they were also putting him in a crate.
Oh, looking for crate. Man, great.
Make a notice roll.
Okay. Woohoo, exploding dice.
Oh.
That's a 10 total.
10 total, okay. Yeah, you look around, and pretty quickly it's easy for you to see where the burst of this was, just the pieces of the wagon that are left. And you do see a crate, and as you get closer, you can kind of hear like, oh, noise. Do you want to try to open it?
Sure.
Okay. I will say you guys can open it. We don't have to worry about a roll on that. You're able to pretty easily with your hatchet kind of get it there on the side and pop the nails off. And as you do in fact see the professor looks a little bit more worse for the wear, a little out of it. You get the impression that maybe they had drugged him or something like that, but he seems okay. And as you open the crate, he kind of goes, oh, it's, I remember you. You all were with me at the department. Mrs. Harker. Yes, I'm so glad to see you. I feel awful. What happened?
Well, you got kidnapped by people who also took Egyptian artifacts. Then we had to chase you through like an opium den, or like you were being kidnapped through an opium den and fight some people. There was a big monster. It was super scary. Not sure what that was all about still. But why did they want you?
I couldn't tell you at all. I don't even know. They grabbed me and they grabbed a few things, but those artifacts they just threw them away. It's like they didn't even want them, which those were priceless. It was so upsetting. And then they drugged me with what I think may have been opium, and for a while I was okay, kind of, and then I was here. And they never really told me, except I did hear them saying that I'm not the only, I guess, Egyptologist that they have taken, but the people who kidnapped me didn't seem to know much more than that.
Sir, if you don't mind, may I just step into your memories for just a second to see if I could see anything that you've missed out on?
Step into my memory? Whoa,
I'm not going to hurt you at all.
Oh, I don't. I mean, I barely even know you. Make a persuasion roll here.
You have to buy the man dinner first, Raven.
Hey, is that Raven talking to Raven? That was crazy.
I've been a human for a little bit. I do like that.
4?
4.
Okay, this
That's
will
so
be
Raven.
an opposed roll against his spirit. So would you like to re-roll to try and get a higher roll beforehand?
I think I have one reroll left. Okay, sure. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
You do have one.
Ace 1,
There you go.
Ace 2, 6, 6, and 5. 6, 12, 17. Thank you.
17. Wow. Okay. So yeah, he looks at you. He rolled a 3, and he just kind of goes, "Oh well, you know what? When you say it like that, I feel like you would take a big weight off my shoulders and trying to remember everything if you just went into my memory. So please, sounds very pleasant."
And I say, just close your eyes, darling. It really is. And then I just cast Legilimens.
All right. So make your
as
roll.
you do that.
Oh, go ahead.
I just want to lean in and snarkily say, hey, while you're in there, if you could just, I don't know, maybe put the idea in his head to take up a less colonial academic pursuit, that would be amazing. Thank you. And just steps back and lets her work.
Wow. Yeah, so make a spell casting roll. This is your trademark spell, so you don't have any negatives, I do not believe, on this one.
7.
7, yes, that is enough. So you are able to cast Legilimens on him, and you are able to, in this instance, you have figured out how to go into a mind from here and be able to see what's going on. So what specifically are you looking for? Because if you go in here, you're going to be bombarded with memories.
Any information on the gentleman, how he got approached by the guys to steal him away to the cart. That moment before, to see if he was struggling and they were talking to him and what was being said.
So looking back, you can kind of see a different perspective of this opium den, and you see it's like you're looking at it through a fog, because you're kind of seeing through his eyes, and he just kind of seems half out of it, and you kind of see this coming in and out of being dragged, and you hear these kind of murky voices saying, "We gotta get them to docks. I saw them outside, so we gotta hurry." And just a few things, and you hear an older woman say, "Well, get them out of my gambling den. I said you could use it because they paid off all of your debts, but that's it. I want him out of here, or I don't want all of this commotion." So you kind of hear a little bit as they're dragging him out, but you don't hear much about the purpose outside of just kind of the aspects of what these folks have been hired to do.
Okay. As I slip back into real existence, I say, we might need to talk to the owner of the Yellow Lotus.
And he says, I sort of remember that older woman. What was her name? It was I think her name was Waylay. Yes, that's it. I heard them say it a few times. I thought it was strange. It's Waylay.
Waylay. Well, thank you. Thank you for letting me do that.
Oh, yes, thank you. It's lovely. I mean, not today. We're just, you're lovely. I mean, I'm very tired. Would it be possible for us to be able to go somewhere that isn't here, that's rainy and wet and in a box?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Where I don't know. Where should we go? Back to, but maybe back to Miss Harker. Miss Harker could maybe understand what's happening. Yes?
Yes, I think going back, talking to Miss Harker would be good. We were, that was our goal, to come and find you.
Oh,
so,
well, I feel very pleased that you were able to do so. Yes.
Yeah, it's a very touch and go. We almost lost you a couple of times.
Oh, well, thank you for persevering.
Do we know what that animal was? The shadow beast?
The animal? Yeah, let's see, for something like that, let's say, make it a cult. Do you have a cult?
I don't. Can I use research? Is it like a common wizardry or?
I will say you can make, I'll say you can make an academics roll if you would like.
Sweet. Perfect. I'll take that. My wild die exploded. 7.
7. Okay. So trying to think back about what you saw. That was named a shadow beast, and it is something that is conjured. It's sort of like a construct that usually a fairly powerful wizard needs to conjure. And then most of the rest was what you saw, that it's very hard to attack it outside of using magic, and it does not do well with light of any kind.
Do I have a sense of that thing being important in and of itself, or was it just sort of like protection for the precious cargo of the professor?
You can't really tell. It's not, from the research that you've done and the minimal or the experience that you have, it's not necessarily an unusual thing to come upon, especially like potentially a dark wizard casting. It feels to you, as best you can tell, that maybe it was just a distraction of some kind, but you can't really know. It's definitely not like just, whatever, I sent this Patronus at you. It's more powerful than that.
Gotcha.
And it can do some serious damage, but you don't know if it has any importance beyond that per se.
Okay, that makes sense.
Awesome.
Noted.
So, is there anything else you would like to do, or did you want to head back now to the Department of Mysteries?
I'm down to head back.
Either that, or do we look at the docks stealthily to see if we see anything or anyone?
I think that's a good idea. Like, they were gonna put them on a boat somewhere. Maybe those people are still waiting for the cargo.
Yes.
Oh, good point.
You want to look around the docks a bit?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay, I'll say that you all can kind of walk around and just see if you can notice anything that stands out. Make a notice roll at a -2.
Two for me.
2, okay.
11.
11. 6.
I also got a 6.
6. Okay. So the three of you, Kanan, Zelda, and Raven, looking around, you see, this is the East India docks here. So they're pretty active. It's not, it's like late in the day, in the work day, kind of in the afternoon time at this point. And so work is going about as it normally would. So it's hard to notice anything specific. Fortuna, you looking about, see the same thing. You see that there are ships being loaded. There are similar crates being loaded here and there. There's just a lot of commerce happening. But you did kind of, you look over and you kind of see like what looks like a warehouse that looks like there are some other crates that look very similar in there. And you are suspecting, from the little bit that you know, that they may have just been delivering him as a crate, not necessarily ready to be shipped on the particular ship yet.
Well, it looks like can't find any, the bad boys who are going to take him here, but perhaps if we go back to the ministry, we can figure out some more info.
Okay. All right, is that what you guys want to do? Head back to the department?
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Sweet. Let's take a moment on our traveling back to the Department of Department of Mysteries, and check in with chat, see what they're up to. These fancy chat peoples. Hello.
Hi, Jack.
Oh, Arzo Caller. I know that name.
Ozark
Oh,
Howler. Yeah. He was
Ozark.
saying, great game. Catch the rest on VOD. Cheers, gang.
Sweet.
Nice.
You'll have hopefully a fun VOD to look forward to.
I like that everyone assumed that Raven would see smut in this guy's head. It's Lucas Martinez.
I feel like Lucas Martinez brings up a very fair point. What has Raven seen?
Yeah. How do you control not seeing the bad stuff?
Oh, God.
Probably all kinds of stuff. Who
That's so
knows?
funny. Daners was saying to Adam, "Hey, Adam, I think you should play the lotto today. You're on fire."
Totally should. Crossbones a question to me, but I think probably just in general. It says, can members of the party cast the unforgivable spells or curses? Not that you would, but can you?
Yes.
If you think I wasn't staring down Imperial earlier, you're wrong.
They can. It is highly against ministry to do that. And in fact, it would probably be something that they would have to deal with if they did. But yeah, they can cast it. They are not easy spells to cast. But yeah, it's there. It says unforgivable. They can cast all of them.
I don't care about the ministry. Magic's magic. Let's go.
We also have a follow from Dreckfletch. Welcome, welcome. And, Delirious, still, I see you were on there. Okay. Thank you. Thank you guys for the follow.
I do also want to say that Robbie 97, there's several sevens after that, said, I love Megan's accents. And I agree. Your accents are dope.
Yeah.
I love playing with accents. It's so much fun. I'm always like, what else can I do to force myself to learn a new accent? I enjoy it.
It looks like we did also get a donation from Crossbones as well.
Oh, thank you, Crossbones.
$5.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Crossbones.
That's the thing that with this new way that here on Department of Mysteries, we are trying the donations is so that everyone can work together for the donations. And honestly, every little bit helps. I cannot tell you, not even just the game itself, the channel. It helps. It helps keep the lights on. It helps keep that fancy pants studio we hope to get back to one of these days. It helps keep food on some of our tables and hopefully all of our tables down the line. So thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, let's hop back in. So you guys are heading over to the Department of Mysteries and taking Professor Harmsworth back as you go. So you all now have easy access to get back down to the 9th floor of the Department of Mysteries, and you all are able to go down there and you can go and find Mina. And as soon as she sees you coming, she runs up and she says, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much. What happened? Did you learn, Professor? Are you all right? Did you all learn what it is that happened, or why, or who they were?"
No.
No.
Like, we have some clues, like he got taken to the opium den, and it was just like a front to put him into a box to try to take him to the docks. We got to the docks. There was a big shadow beast, very spooky, and then but we could not find like who took him or get like to be fair, we didn't like take any prisoners. And thinking back, maybe we should have maybe grabbed someone from before doing all that damage to the opium den, but there might be some minds to obliviate over at the opium den later.
Okay.
They're self-obliviating as we speak.
Oh, great.
Well, good. All right. Well, you all have done a very good job on very little training, so thank you. Getting the professor back, Professor, you have no idea why they took you. He says what he's told to you all before, that he doesn't. But as he's talking, and as you all are now out of the rain and able to see a little bit better indoors, he looks at Zelda and he really gets in your face and looks at your eyes and he says, "Were you always red like that?"
No, I walked through an opium den to fetch you.
The opium den did that to you? Oh, okay. Well, I must admit, you've got. I will say I'm a bit.
You're very
sensitive.
gullible. No, it was a mistake.
Oh, a mistake. Well, let me tell you, this reminds me of something, and I've never seen it happen to a person before. And he kind of looks past you at Raven, and he says, "You too, but yours is different. It's like just a feeling about you." And he turns to Mina and he says, "There was something that I was noticing with some of the Egyptian artifacts. There's like almost a thinness in the space-time, and strange things are coming through, almost as if another reality is putting itself upon a space and making strange things happen. And it all seems entirely random, but I have not seen it around people before. It's sort of like a bit of an energy sort of sticks around for a bit, And I see it specifically with those, no offense, but they're quite strange eyes, and something about this one, Miss Hemlock, I think it is, as well. So, I don't know, it seems important, but I couldn't tell you what it meant. And Mina just looks, she looks very thoughtfully at you all whenever he says that. And right at that time, that the room that you originally met Mina in, the door opens up and you see her assistant Thomas come out. And when you look in there, there are a few other people in there. In fact, there are 4 of them. And something really strange happens. You guys, they feel very familiar in some way to you guys, much like that time before, but it's a completely different group of people. And they stand up and they walk out, and one of them says, yes, hello, we are ready for whatever it is you need. He says this to Mina, and Mina goes, oh, wonderful. Thomas will give you more of the information if you just go off down that way. I'm finishing up right here. And they continue down the hallway. All right, well, I very much appreciate your work. We're gonna have to figure out a few more things before I know which way to go next. So I will make sure the professor's taking care of you all. More than welcome to stay here, and I will be in touch with you shortly as soon as I have the next assignment for you. Thank you all again.
Thank you, Mom.
And so she takes the professor and she continues to talk to him, and they kind of go off into her office, and you all are left alone. So at this point, you've spoken with Mina, and those other 4 have walked down. It looks like they're preparing to go off somewhere. And beyond that, you're kind of left to your own devices. Is there anything in particular you all would like to do?
I would like to bring up those people. Did anyone realize that the group of 4 and the group of 4 before seem to resemble each and every one of us? Or is it just me and my weird delusions?
I think for once, this isn't just how deeply weird you are, Miss Hemlock.
I agree with both of you. You two need to stop fighting, by the way. It's getting a little
Who's
annoying.
fighting?
Well, okay, I can hear the sass and the non-sass. Anyway, look, the point is, I think something fishy is going on here. Maybe we should follow that group. Unless you want to just ask Mina about why every group looks like this.
She's hiding something. I agree. We should go follow.
Do you notice anything interesting about them? Kanan. She's trying to be nice for once and like not say dog things.
I like that effort.
Yeah, Kanan just I wanna just kind of sniff a little bit if I can. See if I can catch.
Let's say, since they've already passed, that this isn't a -2.
Sure.
But maybe they left a little bit of a scent in the air.
No, I know. Can't pick it up on nothing. Yeah, they're already gone. For like, no, Professor, not quite. But when we did meet that group earlier today, it was, it was very strange as well. I would agree. But I mean, Fortuna, if I would probably agree with you. We could probably go see where they're heading off to, at least a little bit.
Sure, I mean, my specialty is tracking, so maybe we can just do a little tiptoes and see where the group is going.
Of course, and I've been here for about a year, so I have a fairly good feel around here, but hopefully I'll help us not get lost if we have to. We could track them all right.
Could I use like my survival to track them or something?
So at this point, you all saw which way they went, so you can actually just follow them. You don't have to make a roll. But they did go outside. So at that point, survival in general is more like a wilderness style tracking. In this instance, you would probably use more like common knowledge, or I don't think anybody has streetwise. But I would say I would let you at some point within the city use your tracking if need be at, we'll say, a -2. So if you all go down the way that you saw them, they kind of seem to be saying something to Thomas, and then they head out the door, and you all can follow them out the door if you want. Okay, so I assume you aren't wanting to be seen, right?
Before
Yes, stealth, yes.
Yeah, go ahead. What were you
Okay.
gonna say, Michelle?
Oh, sorry. Just before we leave, I would like to talk to Thomas real quick.
Oh my
sure.
God, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Okay, well, you
I
can
was
talk
like,
to him. You can talk to him first.
No, you go for it. She'll back you up. It was
He's
more of
just
a like
standing there.
Zelda does not give a shit about, does not care about running around the city all the time. Like, can we just yell at one person? That seems fine. It'd be fun.
I like what you're thinking, Zelda. So I want to like kind of come very like softly and quietly behind Thomas as he's looking away, I guess, and just kind of tap him on the shoulder. Hey Thomas.
Oh,
Hey, Thomas.
yes, Miss Felix, yes.
Yeah, hey, what's going on? Wait, I have a quick question. Oh, by the way, thank you for the tiny meats earlier. That was very nice.
Yes, well, anything to help brand new unspeakables like yourself.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You got to call me unspeakables to my face. I was trying to be nice to you, but all right. Let's cut to the chase, Thomas. I'm not the people person.
Oh, okay.
What's up with that group of 4? What are those 4 doing here?
Oh, what for? What for are you referring to?
I grab him by the shoulder.
Oh, yes, right. Do you have intimidation?
Sure don't.
So I would say if you wanted to, you could use your card.
Yes.
To use intimidation. Use your
Yes.
spellcasting roll for that. Instead.
It is still a D4, but okay.
and try to intimidate this dude.
Get him.
Thank you for the card chat from
yeah.
last time. That exploded. That's a 4 plus 3.
nice.
That's 7.
7. Okay, and that's against his spirit, which, yeah, he got a 3. So, you kind of grab him, and he just goes, "Oh, okay. Listen, I'm not supposed to say anything. Mina said not to talk to any of the individual groups, but you all are not the only 4 that we pulled in for the prophecy because, it didn't really name anyone specifically. This was just Mina trying to get as many different groups as possible to make sure we had all the bases covered. But don't tell her I told you that."
So you're telling me that there is not just our group, and then that group, and then the group from the other day, but there's more. How many of these multiple standby Fortunas do you have in right now?
Well, right now there's 4 groups of 4.
So there's still another group we haven't seen running around here doing what, exactly the same mission? They're still looking for the Professor, what's his name? Harmsworth?
No, not the same thing. When you're dealing with prophecies such as this, it's a lot of kind of following what comes at you. So Mina is sending the groups off to the directions that seem to be calling them, essentially.
What is the hurry? Like, this prophecy, we all saw it. Seemed like it's sort of general doom and gloom for future, but not like whole world is ending. Why do we need to get like 16, what's 8 times, what's 4 times 3, 4, whatever number that is, many people
16,
together, 16-ish, yeah.
Well, this is a department of mysteries, and it is specifically our job to keep evil out of the world. And as well, I'm not sure if you know, but it wasn't that long ago that we defeated the Cabal, mostly, and everything is much more stable now. And I think Mina's a bit of a completionist and really wants to get rid of everything and go into the new century with being on top of everything and getting rid of these old wars and battles. And
okay, all right. That seems like you, like little scaredy pants, can't answer too many more questions here. But listen, would it be possible to get the names of all the people in the different groups?
Oh, the name. Okay. But again, just as long as you're not going to.
Yeah. We're not going to tattle tales out of school or whatever they say. Just give us the names so we have more information, so we can help this prophecy not come true.
Okay, well, that particular group is that's Enrico Gambuccini, Armstrong Prothero, Jonathan Jellicoe, and Omar Mohammed is that group.
Hey, someone else on my team, can you remember those names? Because we're too not good at memory. Thank you.
Kanan pulls out his little notepad down. He's got his. Yep.
Okay.
I could always steal that memory.
Oh, I mean, yes.
We'll stick with writing it down. Thank
Alright.
you.
It was just a suggestion.
What was that first group again?
Oh, the first group, Enrico Gambuccini.
Gambuccini, okay.
Armstrong Prothero.
Armstrong Prothero, okay.
Jonathan Jellicoe.
Jonathan Jellicoe.
And Omar Mohammed.
Okay.
Itself does not appreciatively at Raven. Like, it's overkill, but...
And the other group is, well, did you want every single name?
You could just
Yes,
write
please.
it down for us and give it to us later. You don't have to.
Okay. Yes, okay, but please don't tell me. And she's not. She might fire me.
All right,
Then what will I do?
I dust him off like his I let go of him and dust his collar off.
Sure.
Listen, we appreciate your your help in this matter, your kind consideration. We won't speak of this again.
Oh, okay, thank you. Yes. If I can get you any more salted meat, tea, I'm at your disposal.
Yeah, just like keep a box by the door and I'll keep getting it. It's not like it's not like I have a limit of how many I can eat. I can keep eating it.
Okay, all right. Yes, I will place an order for ongoing shipments of salted meat then. Is that all you needed from me?
Well, actually, Jonathan, if you do get that list and you can't find us, if you would just, Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Thomas.
It happens a lot.
I was reading the name Jonathan on the piece of paper. Yeah, if you could, once you get the rest of those names, if you can't actually find us in the department, just leave it in my office, please.
Oh, yes.
Eventually back that way.
Of course, yes, I will do that.
Appreciate it.
Yes, of course. Is there anything else? He's kind of like backing up. Is there anything else that you four need?
What are the other missions for this? What's that group? Where's that group going right now?
Oh, well, oh goodness, I guess I might as well speak them all in. That group particularly, they are going off to the country for the weekend. For it's essentially to get more information from this man in the country, and I don't have all the specifics, but that is where they are going. The other ones, I don't think they actually have assignments currently. They're still waiting to know, but you all were the first group, so you all are the first ones to have all the assignments. Sort of. Yes.
Oh. Okay, well, what's up, team? I guess we're number 1 of 4. Chances for the Department of Mysteries to solve whatever this prophecy mystery is.
Yeah, you're 1 of 4. Yes. Yes.
I guess they're just trying to cover the bases with all of us.
Well, yes. I mean, no offense to the 4 of you. I know that Mina told you that you were the 4 most important wizards. I mean, you are important, but she technically told that to everyone. But you are still obviously very important, and it is important that you are here, and please don't tell Mina.
Oh, Thomas, that's so sweet. Thank you for telling us that.
Oh, yeah, yes, of course. I'm here to help. How happy to help. Yes. Did you need tea?
Do you have to ask?
Oh, yes, okay, I will. It will be right off to get you tea. And he kind of like stumbles backwards and turns a corner and leaves.
Well, there's no point of following the other groups. Now we know.
It's true. You do know. And not too long after that, he comes back around with like a tray. Here's the tea. I got it very quickly. So there you go. Yes. Tea. Good job, everyone. Tea. Okay. Yes. So at this point, you all are kind of left to your own devices. Now, what you could do, you could still follow them if you wanted to. You could try and talk to Mina about these other groups if you wanted to. there anything that comes to mind specifically that anybody needs to do right now or wants to do?
I think Zelda would want to talk to Professor Harmsworth more.
Okay.
And just figure out she just wants to figure out why he is a desirable.
Okay. Yeah. You can go back. I mean, as far as you know, last you saw, he was in the office with Mina and she was going to get him set up to be able to rest. So you could probably pretty easily find him if you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is that what all four of you were going to do as well?
I would probably follow Zelda too. I don't trust Mina.
Bag.
I don't
think
know.
there's
The
like
Zelda
once or twice
allows
where
me
we
to.
sip. I think like once or twice we sip tea simultaneously and it just quirk a little look like, oh no, we're the same. We're gonna be best friends, aren't we? Damn it.
Soon.
Hey, well, if you two are gonna go do a thing, I'm gonna follow you because I don't even know anything in this building. I don't even live in this town. Like I'm just kind of don't have anything to do, so I guess I'll follow you.
Okay.
Hayden?
If you're going to go talk with the professor, perhaps because I have been here a little bit longer, maybe I can go see if I can squeeze any information out of Mina.
Yeah.
Do it secretly, Kanan. I just don't trust her.
No, of course, because I'm still trying to learn everything around here. Hopefully I can put some pieces together for us as well. You might be a little bit more open to talking to me. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Are you going to flirt with Mina?
Flirting? No, Professor. No, she's my boss. I would find that incredibly inappropriate.
Okay.
The workplace relationships, I don't believe would have any place here. I don't think so. Why should I flirt with her, Professor?
Sometimes that's helpful.
I give Raven a look like I was just trying to incept him, but yeah, we're on the same page here. Like,
yes, perhaps I could throw on a little bit of charm. Yes, I could tell her good math and time equations. Yes, that could. She is in charge of the departments, after all. Yes, no, you're all.
I'm gonna give Raven the look like, please fix this. I can't. That's a lot of very young, youthful energy that I'm too tired for.
Listen, Kanan, normally when you flirt, you like to compliment them on anything and everything. Their hair, the way they look, the way they speak. I mean, just be charming, but don't talk about science, math, and other weird equations that you do.
Oh, all right. I only figured just because, I mean, that's kind of my job here, but
yes,
okay,
but
more
when you flirt
personal...
with a lady, you don't speak such thing. Myself, I do not want to hear that.
Oh, all right.
I guess honestly, depend on lady. Like, if she like tea like Zelda, then give her tea. If she like gambling and opium like Raven, give her that.
Well, I don't think we grabbed any of the opium, but
well, I don't know what the Mina has a flavor for, but I've tried to figure that out maybe and find the way to her heart.
Okay, so flirting, but not really flirting.
Wait, I also have an idea. Fortuna, do you have an extra potion of Felix?
Oh, why you ask such thing? Of course I don't carry that. I don't use that stuff, anywhere. I just, it's like my family. I don't, why you don't bring that up around me. I don't like to talk about it too much.
I'm sorry. It was just an idea to give him a little bit of luck.
You could just ask her and give her some dried meat. I don't see what the big deal is.
You don't know how to flirt either. Oh.
Kanan, you're literally man's best friend. Just be friendly.
Maybe she liked dog. You should have turned into a wolf part of Kanan Wolf Boy, and she might like that.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe she has any allergies, which is good. So should be all right.
Do you know this thing?
Can I use one of my BBBs to summon a potion that I prepared? Yeah, I want. What's the stat for what's the flirt stat? Because I want to make a focus.
Charm?
That would be
Yeah.
persuasion.
All right, I make a persuasion. I pull out like a little persuasion thing. She keeps it on her because Zelda is very abrasive, and she knows that it's honestly easy just to dose herself with magical charm than to try to be pleasant. So this one is sort of like pink and really, really swirly and kind of like keeps churning on itself even when like the bottle's being held still. Like it's always sort of gyrating, and she just take this.
All right.
Good luck.
I
Appreciate
look
it.
over at Zelda and I just like nod, like yes.
Wow, I don't want any part of this.
It's for wait, hold on. Let me be very clear. That's for Kanan. Oh, if you want me to give you something to put
meant,
into Mina's tea, no, I definitely have that too. She just goes down. I have terrible potions in here.
No, it's all right. I'll take a little bit myself, and good. So don't talk about work. Bring her meat. Excellent, and be a good boy. Got it. All right. Thomas.
You don't hear anything quite yet. Okay, so Kanan, you were gonna go speak with Mina, and the other three of you were gonna go talk with the professor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Okay. So let's start, Kanan. Well, actually, let's start with you three going to the professor. So you're able to. You sort of started to get a feel a little bit for this area of the Department of Mysteries, and with a little bit of sleuthing, you're able to find where the professor is. And it looks like they've got some extra rooms, which you all were also able to sleep in, that are just kind of like a few bedrooms when they're needed. And he is in one of those, and you did find it. Would you all like to knock on the door?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you knock, and then it takes a moment, and then he kind of opens the door and says, yes. Can I help you with something?
Professor, I cannot imagine that the taking of you was no less than a pivotal piece of whatever these nefarious people are trying to do. So if you would be so kind as to tell me about your research. What have you been working on? Why are you a target?
Could we be invited in, perhaps?
Yes. And he opens the door, and he like goes, and he'd kind of thrown like a coat and a few things in different places, and he gathers them. Sorry, I didn't know I'd have visitors. And he puts those up, and he says, "Come in. There's not a lot of seats, but you can sit on the bed, and there's one chair. So yes, my work. Yes. Well, I specifically work with old artifacts that are, well, technically wizarding artifacts, or artifacts that are magical in nature from history. And sometimes these artifacts get mixed in with real things, and sometimes, well, when I say real things, I mean the Muggle world, and sometimes vice versa. So I specialize in Egyptology, in the artifacts of ancient Egypt specifically, and this actually particular shipment that I brought in was just a few odds and ends of Egyptian artifacts that either had been used by wizards in ancient Egypt, or have some other type of magical ability about them, whether or not it's been added recently or was there before. So, but beyond that, I don't know what about that specifically makes me special to these minion people, opium den persons. I don't even know who they are, whatever they are. I don't know. It is very strange. I mean, don't, tell anyone that I mentioned this to you, as it feels like it's a bit of a sensitive subject, but it wasn't that long ago when the Cabal, I'm sure you know of them, was in great power, and they were always trying to find different ways to take more power, or to, I don't know, take over the world. I wouldn't put it past them. My guess is that it has something to do with them, but I mean, I don't know that for sure, so I could be entirely wrong. I'm just saying, it's not always talked about, but my assumption is that's how we're all operating, is that something about this has to do with the Cabal.
I mean, this does make sense. That one lady in the Yellow Lotus was part of the Night Guard.
Oh, the Night Guard. They're the sort of like minion soldiers for the Cabal, right? Oh, that is very astute.
So.
How do they have some sort of emblem that they wear that you saw?
No, I've just done a lot of research in my time alone, and I seem to have recognized one of them there. But that's all I know, I promise you.
Oh, so you've done lots of work and research on the Cabal before then. That must be why Mina called you in. This makes sense.
Right, just reading, lots of reading.
I didn't know there was a lot of things to read about the Cabal, but I do suppose that Van Helsing did record things, and Jonathan, of course, Mr. Harker has recorded things, and Mina.
And so has Mr. Ripper.
Oh.
Their experiments and stuff.
Yes. I didn't know you knew about him. Of course, yes, Mr. I suppose he did go by Jack the Ripper instead. Oh, he was a horrible, horrible man. Anyway, he also started the Department of Mystery, so, I mean, what can you do? You know, you get a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What? Did I say something weird? I'm so sorry. It happens sometimes. No?
No, just consuming all the information
Oh, yes.
that you speak of.
Well, of course, if you didn't know that, he was not Jack the Ripper then. I mean, it was all the Ripper tech that made him the crazy man he became, of course. It was just John Dee before. I never knew him then. That was too long ago for me. Would you all like some tea or salted meat?
Salted meat would be great. I've had enough tea.
Oh,
Tuna's been sitting in the corner eating the meat that she'd taken earlier for like the last 10 minutes, just completely not paying attention.
I like it. So yeah, he offers you the salted meat. You guys continue to chat. Let's hop over to Kanan.
Yes.
I assume that you have gone over to Mina's office. Yes. Oh, you are muted again.
It's private.
Sorry, we're just trying.
Private conversation. That's right. You can't hear it.
We just don't want the echo.
So Kanan walks up to the door and he stops for a moment. He pulls out his pocket watch, looks around. He's gonna take the potion just to calm his nerves. You know, he's going into flirt with someone. Yes, talking about science, talking about time, even about lycanthropy and everything. Totally fine with. Just talking in general, a little bit more difficult. Woman in power. All right. And he reaches up, takes a breath after he drinks the thing, and knocks. Actually, he takes it. He pulls his hat down just a little bit, takes his cane, and knocks on the door.
Okay, that potion is going to, we'll say for about 5 minutes, we'll give you a +1 to any persuasion roll you make. So you knock on the door, and very quickly Mina opens and she goes, Mr. Featherby, yes, can I help you with something?
Yes. Hello, Mom. I just thought I would swing by for a moment. You seemed very distracted. I wanted to come in, see if you wanted some tea. Take a break for a moment.
Tea. Okay. Well, sure. Why not? I suppose it is getting closer to evening now, and yes. Come on in. Come on in.
Of course,
and she
Mom.
goes and sits down at her desk, and there's a chair that she kind of motions at that's across the way. Yes. So, Mr. Featherby, you have been working for the department for some time. That's good. That's good.
Yes, Mom. I've actually been here for almost a year now.
Oh, has it been that long? I lose track of time. That's why we have you, right?
Well, yes, exactly, Mom. But it's all right. You're incredibly busy, and you do such a phenomenal job. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, but how is everything else? I do know that currently, right now, you're running around kind of a lot, and I've noticed others that you've been talking to others as well too, needing needing, I guess, more help in solving these cases. Yes.
Make a persuasion roll. This is opposed to her.
That's an explosion.
Oh my goodness.
That's a 4 plus my 1, 11.
Let's go.
Okay. Yep, she only got a 4. So she just kind of looks at you for a little bit, and her demeanor gets a little harder, and she says, "Well, I assume you mean the other groups of 4. Then it seems. I mean, I knew that you all would figure it out eventually, which is fine. I just thought it better to wait. Yes, listen, it is a prophecy, and as I said before, there are persons of interest that we keep tabs on here at the Department of Mysteries, and all of the 16 of you are among the people that we consider interest for many different reasons. You all each know your reasons, and based on that prophecy, we tried to hedge our bets and pull in as many as we could, and hopefully we will be able to figure out which 4 of you, if it is any of you, which I assume that it is, if I'm good enough at my job, which I am pretty sure that I am.
Mom, you're not good at your job. You're amazing at your job. I just want to let you know that.
Thank you. Well, it is quite, it's hard. It is hard. I mean, Van Helsing has got big shoes to fill, and well, with Jonathan traveling a lot, I don't have much more to do to pass the time, so I might as well try and continue to save the world, right?
Yes, of course, Mom.
I appreciate that. Yeah, but yes, I'm just hedging my bets. It's nothing personal. It is what it is. But so far, you all have done very well, and the other groups are fairly new. So we will see what comes of it, and hopefully, one way or another, we will continue to fight this evil, whatever it may be.
Of course, and Mom, I would just like to let you know as well that, especially me working here for as long as I have, that you can definitely count on me, even personally as well, as one of your department, Mom. Of course, if you ever need anything, please feel free to ask me. I'd be more than happy to help you. Any other information that you need to hand off to us, or I would be more than happy. Any other information that we do get, I will give to you as well too.
Make another persuasion roll.
That's going to be a 6.
6, okay. Oh, she aced it. Okay, so she got a 10. So you say all that, and she goes, listen, I very much appreciate all the help. And I appreciate the wonderful job that you've done, but I am married. And while I appreciate the offer, I am very happily married to Jonathan currently, and I don't want to do anything about that, even though he's far off. So I appreciate it, but yes, I would like to just keep our relationship very professional.
No, of course, Mom. I meant it in the strictly the most professional of senses.
Of course,
most definitely.
Yes.
If I came off very strong with that, Mom, I do apologize. You can, in a sense, be kind of an intimidating woman to talk to. Very smart and beautiful and very good at your. I'm sorry, I'm prattling on again, but.
Oh no, that's fine. You know, as a matter of fact, it was lovely speaking to you. I do have more work to get back to. It's never ending, right? You know.
Yes. Of course, Mum. Of course. Yes. But thank you so much for allowing me to come in and chat with you and make sure that you're all right. But again, it does stand. If you need any help with anything, you can ask it.
I appreciate it.
Such as that. Mom.
Oh, yes. Of course.
I'm good. Look. Sorry, Mum. Look at the time. I realize I've kept you too soon. I will leave you to your devices, Mum.
Yes, I appreciate that. Yes, thank you, and I will be in touch. More information soon.
Yes, and And Kanan just turns around, walks out the door, and when he does it, he it exhales because it kind of felt like he was holding his breath, but it kind of comes out as like a puppy whimper. So it's kind of like, I'm gonna go walk and see if I can find everybody else.
You are able to find them. They spent some more time talking with the professor. Was there anything else you all wanted to ask the professor before leaving? Okay, so you all kind of are able to meet in the hallway and exchange the information, and you're kind of left at a strange loss here because you found the professor and you thought that so many more things would be answered. But all you've really been left with is a lot more questions, including, A, why did any of this happen? B, why the four of you and not one of these other groups? And it seems that maybe the Cabal and the Department of Mysteries are a lot more intertwined than you realize. But to be able to learn more of that, we're just going to have to check back in next week because this is where we will end for today.
No! Can I add just a tiny stinger, please?
Oh yeah, please.
As Zelda sees Kanan's expression, she just wants to lean over behind her teacup towards Raven and say, "I will give you any amount of galleons you ask if we can see the memory of what happened."
Let's get him drunk and I shall do it for you.
Okay.
Oh my God. Yes. Next week.
That's a good way to end. Okay, let's check in with chat real quick. See how they took it.
Oh, chat. Bless you, chat.
Oh God, I like the chat at some point just turned into us just screaming for Kanan.
Michelle commenting, compliment a lady's work ethic. They love it. And everybody's just like, yep.
The infinite chain of arrows. Oh God, so good.
That's funny.
And then Lucas Martinez says, Kanan closes the door behind him. Nailed it.
Did it, yes, success.
Oh God.
I love that because I think, you tried real hard, Kanan, but the rolls just weren't in your. The thing is, if your rolls were good, we're gonna see some weird RPG banging. What's going on? I was really concerned. I don't really want him to succeed.
And now the pounding in your apartment makes sense.
So we gotta mute it. It's loud.
Dedicated to Jonathan, so.
Oh gosh.
I tried. She's a married woman.
It was difficult. You can only do so much.
Department of Mysteries, breaking up marriages one after the other.
My tail in between my legs.
It's Lucas Martinez says, I'm sure wherever Jonathan Harker is, he is being very loyal to her too.
Yeah, that was really fun.
That was super good.
That was really good.
I was so excited for the scene with the professor, and then we pitched Kanan flirting with me, and I was like, I don't care about this anymore. Lord, no, go away. Give me what I came here for.
That's funny. Oh, we do have a follow from Badger of Storms.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sounds like a dangerous badger. Yeah, I think that is it for today, folks. Please stay tuned to all of our social media accounts. You can follow us everywhere at the DAT Network, I do believe. And there are lots more shows for you. What is today? Thursday, Friday. Is there Heroic Endeavors tomorrow night?
Heroic Endeavors tomorrow night.
Yes,
right.
there is.
Check it out. And then on Saturday, it's more things in space for you Starfinder sci-fi fans. You should check that out. And then on Monday, we come back around to crits and giggles for the reign of winter. Insanity. We are Baba
Megan's
Yagas.
on that.
Yep.
That's Miyuki.
Black Riders. So, come watch us ride around and save people in winter.
And speaking of ride around in winter, ride around as kids, we have Kids on Bikes also on Wednesday.
Heck yes.
And I'm in it.
Brand new other show. It was very fun time period. I love
KW.
doing stuff like in the 80s, 90s time period. So much fun.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure to check those out, you guys. All other shows here, I'm pretty sure, start at 6 p.m. This is the only one that is at 1 p.m. We will be back next week. We also are going to start giving a lot of really awesome giveaways away. Pinnacle, the lovely company, Pinnacle Entertainment Group that does make Savage Worlds, they have offered lots of fancy PDFs that we will be giving away for the rules for Rippers and Savage Worlds potentially. So stay tuned to find out how you could potentially win one of those. Also, you will see in the coming weeks that we are giving away some of those fancy pants Dragon Baggins dice. They're really cool. I really like them. I've been using them for this because they're just like really cool color. I currently am giving them away. There's the way you can enter on my Twitter at Meghan Caves. So check that out. And you will probably be seeing more of that. So keep your eyes peeled. I think that's it. Does anybody have anything else that we missed? Oh yeah, those dice are super cool.
Yeah,
Before we say goodbye.
That's what kept exploding for me today too. Was my Dragon Bag and Wild dice.
See, that's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us in the wizarding world. And remember, check in your closet because there are definitely monsters.
Bye, friends. Love you all.